All right, here we are. We are live for Thursday night, Friday morning, one of my favorite days of the week. We got all these beautiful slabs. I'm going to move the slabs over here now, guys. The slabs are going back in the box. We have a lot of BGS slabs to price now as a result of that BGS return that we had in the daytime stream. I'm going to move the Final Fantasy box off, and tonight we have this wonderful Tyranitar giveaway. Ooh. Wait a second. I like free ones. Where's my free ones? All right, we'll go ahead and pause that. We'll go ahead and move that up. Good. Okay. Let's jump over here. Morning, mister. Time for some Pokemons. Yes. Finally, says Aovic. Hey, we're actually on time. It's 1:33. That is our goal. That is our target start time. So I'm like exactly on time tonight. Luckily enough. Karis was tempting me, man. She wanted me to stay in bed and go to bed. I was like, oh, it's so comfortable. And then I peeled myself out of bed and turned on the lights and got the stream started. So I did my thing. All right. Hot free Tyranitar. BGS slabs to price. I don't know. What should the last part of the live stream say? Hot free Tyranitar. BGS slabs to price. And then opening hot cards. All right. Live card shop. Last time I let her drink coffee in the car, Aovic, my dog spilled coffee in my car. Ugh. Ooh, that sucks. Okay, did Mr. Alex already ping? So he already pinged there. Here we are. All right. By the way, if you ever need anything, double message me. Don't just message me one time. I'm starting to get the feeling I'm not keeping up with all my messages. My brain feels like it's forgetting something. Tonight, I placed a very large order for PRB2. That is the next one-piece set. It comes out, I think, late July. PRB2 at the end of July. We are halfway through July almost. And I think I spent about $5,500 acquiring products, so we got a couple cases of it, and I'm excited to see what's inside of it. Hopefully it's a good set. Me and my dad came up on a vintage collection. That sure is a nice free one. Yeah, that's a real solid one. I mean, if you just hold on to that card, it's probably going to go up, right? Here's a Tammy. All right. So Tammy's doing a shipping. That's good. Let's see. Let's close this. And how is this tag submission? Is it actually shipped yet? Are they ever going to ship this? No. Still not shipped. Wow. They finished it like 5 days ago and it's not shipped yet. That's sad. Joshua Whipple. He's also placed an early order. He placed it 1 hour ago. Okay, cool. So some pre-orders, everybody. Some pre-orders. And so for this Tyranitar, let's find out who's been a subscriber for... Well, no, we're going to do that later. Okay, we'll do that later. We're going to let some early people in on the Tyranitar. Early people as in people who have been around for a long time. Any updates on the SpongeBob art cards? I sent you to grade, says Gavin Stewart. SpongeBob art cards I sent you to grade. I have not ran into that. Gavin, why don't you share the tracking number with me on that? We'll see what you were talking about. Me, a subscriber for a long time. Woo! Nice card. So much Phantom Forces. Oh, you got a lot of Phantom Forces. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I get it now. All right, so we are starting up. We are starting up. Gavin sent me SpongeBob. I do not have your SpongeBob yet. Probably still on the way, or maybe it's just been delivered. I don't know. Let's zoom in. Boop. Ooh. Ah. Good. Good. Get that just right. Very nice. Not I sent you the ones I pulled. Okay. Here we are. You mean ones you pulled here live? Is that what you mean? Oh, you're asking about cards that you opened up here and you sent them out to grade. I see what you're saying. Well, did you check the latest PSA submission? Are you in it? You're asking me if they went out to PSA, right? Is that what you're asking me? We have a way for you to look that up. You can actually just go to our Discord server, look at the PSA submission channel, and then you can just look it up. Hope I haven't missed the rocket break. You missed it. No! No, you have not missed it. Hey, mister, if I wanted to have the coin I got from the live customs shipped, how would I go about this? Is Crimson. Yeah, great question. So shipping is always a flat fee in the United States. It's always $9. Doesn't matter how little or how much you have. So you benefit from combined shipping in the United States. $9 shipping. Here we are. All right. There we go. This allows people to choose when they want to ship. You get to store your cards up here, over here for 1 full year. After a year, your bag's considered abandoned, so don't let it reach longer than 1 full year. All right, beautiful. Look at all these cards. Look at all these cards, man. So Tammy Lowe says, ship my stuff. Check Discord after stream for a question. Check Discord after stream. Let's see. Miss Tammy, she says she would like me to consider cracking the 2 9.5 to grade with PSA. How much to crack a slab? I want to say, if you don't want any insurance, probably like $5 each. That's probably a fair amount. What do you think? That's not crazy, right? $5 each. So I could probably crack cards for $5 with no insurance. And you're basically agreeing that it is possible that I damage your cards. And if they get damaged, it's like a total loss. So it's a risky thing because I don't know if... I almost feel like it's better to just send them back to you guys and let you guys do all the cracking, and then you can have all the risk. You know what I'm saying? All right. Let's see. All right. Hey, what's up, Mr. Scarecrow? How are you? Hope I haven't missed the rocket break. Yes, mister. All right, so shipping for Tammy. Let's get started on that. We need a big empty box. There's a big empty box. And I think I'm going to go ahead and restart my shipping software. We're at the beginning of this stream. Let's restart it. Mister, can I stay at your house for a year? And do what? We are here, stamps.com. So we are opening our stamp software. I don't know, Mr. Troy. I enjoy my privacy. We are. You heard me at the end of the earlier stream. I'm a crazy guy. I'm a real Scrooge type. He says anything. Oh, okay. Let's see. Yeah, why not? Here's here it is, packages. And we'll say Tammy. Click on that. All right. And we will set this up to be, let me think about what kind of shipping we're doing for you, Tammy. We're going to do, let's see, do you have really expensive cards in this box, Tammy? Or would you say that you sent most of those off to grade? Let's see. Tammy bag number 1. Got to decide what kind of shipping we're giving you. It's a good thing to save money on shipping, but if you got something really expensive, I want to not mess around with it. Okay, you got a lot of these. You got some top loaders. Let's see these top loaders real fast. Top loader 1, Eevee, top loader 2, top loader 2. It's Leafeon. All right, Leafeon. Okay, Eevee, Leafeon. And what do we have in here? Just some Minecraft cards. Okay, this does feel like it could just be a regular shipment. Good. Can't even go to the doo-doo in public bathrooms. Pokemon Center charged my card today for the black-white ETBs. Mister, should I keep them sealed or open and grade the promos? That's the most common question I ever get. People ask this all the time. They say, do I hold them or do I open them? Look, if you open them and you pull really good cards out and they grade 10, you're going to wish you had opened them. But if you open them and you pull crappy cards out, you're going to wish you had kept them sealed. That's it. So the question for you is, do I like gambling with my Pokemon cards? That's it. And if you enjoy it, then you should go for it. If you don't enjoy it, you shouldn't do it. but I can't make that decision for you. It's up to what you like to do. Yes. I say do a little bit of both, right? What if you were to keep one sealed and then open the next one? That's easy. Then you get a little bit of both worlds. Now, if you ran a card shop, what you could do is you could open a little bit and test the centering on it. If the centering's real good, then maybe you open all of it. As a card shop, you would have a lot of products, so you'd be able to see, you'd go, oh, this is a good case. Well, let's open this case. But since you're just buying one ETB, you don't get that luxury. All right, Tammy, we got a heavy label for you. My neighbor down the street had a loud car that always was burning out and waking up all the neighbors. He got caught by ice yesterday. It was a good day today not hearing that car. What? That is a crazy story, man. You're serious? It's kind of crazy. What the hell? My neighbor down the street had a loud car that always was burning out and waking up all the neighbors. He got caught by ice yesterday. Jesus. My only hesitation is it's the Pokemon Center ETBs, so maybe buy regular to dejet and rip. Oh, I see what you're saying. So again, this kind of goes back to the idea where if you were a card shop, you could take a whole case of those, open the first one, see if the centering's good on the promo, and if it is, you open the whole case. Then if the centering's bad, go sell the rest on eBay for someone else to figure out. See, so that's why cases are valuable, guys. Cases have a premium that is even higher than a sealed box. They just put a stop sign next to my window, so now I always hear people take off fast, and it's annoying. Let me guess, he drove a Charger. Those people suck. I just spit out my drink. I wasn't ready for the plot twist. I live in LA, by the way. I heard Donald Trump is talking about, he said himself, he is making a worker program for undocumented migrants who want to get sponsorship from maybe like a major company that needs workers. So maybe that is the solution to the issue of people who are coming in here, doing good work and being peaceful and normal, versus maybe somebody who is causing a lot of chaos, So I don't know. It's a complicated thing. All I know is laws and structure and order. Those are all very important things for society. You can't underestimate how important those things are. Here's Alejandro, Team Rocket Break. Here we are. All right. I think, oh, wait a second. My marker's not in here. I used it today. 16 month. How time flies. Yes, it does, sir. Yes, it does. All right, and so now we have a fresh Sharpie marker. Very good. Whew. Think like this. Why do you want to open for money? If so, don't open. If for fun, open. Now, that's not true because sometimes you do make money opening. It's not strictly the case that you only lose money opening. All right. For example, people were opening Gem 2 boxes on my channel very cheap when it first came out. Now all that's shifted up in price. So those guys who are opening are very lucky. They got to open the product very cheap. Yesterday, Mr. Brett Love opened a whole, here on the channel, he opened a whole box of Destiny Rivals. Now it was very expensive. It was $10 a pack. But guess what? It only goes up from here. So one day it'll be 11, then 12, then 13, then 14. Right? And so the idea that opening packs is strictly a money loss is not true. Some people make money opening packs. All right, here we are. So this is going into the Team Rocket break. Squid Games USA might just be for the green card this upcoming season. He realized he can't deport actual essential workers who are working jobs the average American won't work, LMAO. Okay, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, people use that argument a lot. They say Americans won't do these jobs. I feel like there needs to be an asterisk to that. I think the asterisk needs to point out, because the jobs pay so bad, Americans won't do it. That's what it is. And so let's say the farmer could not find any workers at all. He would be forced to automate, or he would be forced to hire people at a livable wage. That's what would happen. So when you're going into the labor market to find laborers and you can't find anyone, and you keep hunting and hunting, you can't find anyone, you have to raise the pay. So the cost would go up and up and up and up until you could make good money being a farmer. You could be a farmhand and make good money. It's like a real career. And what happens is when you import people from another country who are willing to work under the table, or they work minimum wage, they don't want to, get in trouble, they don't want to complain about the pay and get in trouble, and all that other stuff, you actually make it an uncompetitive job for the people who are actually living here. So let's say there's some tough jobs out there. Those tough jobs, because by definition they're tough, they're actually supposed to pay more than an easy job. The toughest jobs should actually pay more. But employers are using a tactic where they're hiring people who have come into the country undocumented, and this is working for them. So the owner of the farm becomes very wealthy, where he has a productive business using this technique, instead of hiring people at a higher cost and raising the cost of food. So, so if farmer 1 does that, farmer 2 has to do it too to stay competitive. So they all do it. And then when we see that no American wants to do farming, we say, oh, those are the jobs no one wants to do. Wait a second. If picking strawberries paid $40 an hour, you would probably do it. But, it doesn't. So that's why you don't want to do it. All right. That's an important thing, an important distinction. Here we go. All right. Can I pay you with this mystery box? It could have anything in it. Yeah. No immigrants, no fast food, or any dishwashers in restaurants. Well, that's also an important distinction too. So for Americans who enjoy having a low cost of living, cheap labor is very important. Do you want your houses built and for them to be slightly more affordable? Well, undocumented workers like to work in construction. They like to work in meat packing. They like to work in farms, for example. And so when that labor cost goes down, the farmer, he gets to make, by the way, more profit, but also he is able to offer those products at a lower price if he has to, because it's a competitive market. So remember, he doesn't just because he's getting cheap labor, he doesn't always sell it cheap. Sometimes he's selling it based on demand, not based on his supply cost. So if demand is high for strawberries, he's going to charge you a lot for strawberries anyways. He's going to make tons of money. But I don't really know what farmers make. Anyways, Alejandro, thank you so much. But the point is, you have Donald Trump on camera saying he's going to do a work permit visa or something like that. And I think that's a really good idea. I think that's what the United States should have had the whole time. I think America should have had lots of easy to access work visas for people because, as a country, you benefit from the productivity. Here's Tammy Lowe. Maybe not in the middle class, you don't necessarily benefit, but the farm owner benefits. So Tammy Lowe, the shipping is done. Oh, she said be sure to ship her SPC items. Okay, hold on. Let me leave a note on this. Be sure to ship SPC items. So Alexis will ask me about this, and then I will help her with it. 2 SPC items. Okay, Tammy, thank you. Rest in peace, Professor Oak. Yes, Professor Oak has passed away. Professor Oak, the voice of James, Professor Oak in Meowth, has passed away. The voice of Meowth, this guy right here. The voice actor for Meowth has passed away from throat cancer, of all things. He's a voice actor, and he passed from throat cancer, which immediately made me wonder, could running your vocal cords up cause you to inflame them? Could they get cancer more easily that way? I wonder. But maybe not. Anyways, it's a very sad thing, very unfortunate thing. And he passed at 71, so he was just 1 year short from the average lifespan. Which, if you really think about it, when you think about the average lifespan, it makes you think the 401k system is a real scam. They lock your money up until you're like almost dead, and then they say, here you go, you get your money back, but it's more now. That I don't like that. I was talking to Karis about how I don't like the 401k. Anyways, he passed away, and I bought a couple of his signature cards in order to put them up here on the table as a break, and maybe I keep one too. So that's kind of how I do things. I want me a flock of Mexicans to work in my farmland, says PDX. Sure. Alejandro says, just got my PSA submission from GameStop and my Fates Collide Umbreon. Got a 6. It was packed fresh. I think I'm going to crack it and resubmit it. That sucks, man. But yeah, so he was Professor Oak. He was also Gary Oak, and he was James, and he was Meowth. And so I got a couple of Meowth signatures that I just ordered, and I can't wait for them to arrive. They were kind of pricey, but that's how signatures are, you know. Here's Joshua Whipple towards my slab away. Joshua Whipple. All right. If you were to get out of the hobby, would you liquidate only so much at a time to not push into a higher tax bracket? Oh, yeah, I suppose so. I guess I would sell a couple here, a couple there. It wouldn't be a all of a sudden kind of thing. You would want to trickle that money into the stock, into the eBay market or whatever. You don't want to sell all of it all at once. All right, there we go. Boom. Very nice. $5 is fine. Crack those 2 and send a PSA using my credit. Thank you. Who's the next to die in the Poke world? I wonder. I don't know. I mean, I die someday too. We all die. It's really interesting. Okay, Tammy. It makes me think. Hopefully, whenever I kick the bucket or whatever, which is a morbid thought, but whenever I do, I hope my signatures go up in value a little bit. Here it is. Here's Wigglytuff. Here is Lapras. If you pass, who will take over? I don't know. That's a good question. If the Pikachu voice actor dies, it's over. So Tammy has paid $5 per card to have me crack these out of their BGS holders. I don't crack BGS very often. It's a rare thing. Nice strong holder. Okay. Notably, there was no flexibility in the holder, unlike PSA slabs. Okay. So they just have a lip. That's what it is. It's the lip. So this should work fine. Yep. All right. All right. So we're going to weaken this up. Looks like corners are pretty easy to weaken up. All right. Tammy accepts the risk that I might ruin her card doing this. And then I do it for $5. I gotta admit, it's not my favorite way to earn $5. It's a sharp, dangerous little thing to do. Did I leave anything in there? All right, let's get a tool here. All right, good. BGS slabs, not too complicated. That's a nice thing. $5 to injure Mister. Yeah, I know. Okay. So here's card number 1. Now my question is, you know, it's in the sleeve. What's the trick to the sleeve? Okay, so maybe it's just scissors. Looks like we're good. Okay, Tammy, card number 1 went smoothly. Went very smoothly. Okay. Hop that out of there. Okay, good. There we go. We'll see how these do with PSA. Crazy how tough BGS is, isn't it, Tammy? They're real tough. I mean, virtually all of my Dark Gyarados got the 9.5. And so you're not the only one who suffered. I suffered a lot too. PSA. Okay, Tammy Lowe, PSA. At least the Ho got the pristine 10. Yeah, and that's really hard to get grade with Beckett, and so people will definitely value that. Oh, ow. I own an encapsulator, so I understand what this plastic's doing. Owning an encapsulator and a reputable grading company is like, it's like a license to print money right now, if you guys think about it, you know? Think about these grading companies, how much money you think they're making. Uber's amounts of money. That's how much they're making. So you can see this is not free time, really. This takes a while. Now, what we are doing is we're loosening up the plastic. Plastic's not really held together that well, believe it or not. All right. Do I have my wedge? I like the wedge better. The wedge up here? Yeah, the wedge is downstairs. All right. Goes. All right. I'm upset with BGS. Didn't make all my evolution sequential. Somehow some sport cards went in between those numbers. Yeah, I guess that's how BGS works. PSA doesn't work that way. That means they have multiple people handing out grades at the same time, and so they're entering those grades into the system, into a computer database, and so it's not sequential. Yeah. Good. Ouch, my God, I just crushed my knuckles reaching for the lint roller. God, dude. All right, that hurts so bad. I punched the shelf, but the shelf's made out of metal. Okay, how do you like that, Tammy? We got that done. Only some hand injuries were had. Only a few hand injuries this time. Yeah, my hand feels all beat up from that. Yes. Okay. Someone did a 30-day submerged test in BGS1. Tag and PSA and GC all got water inside. Since the guy dried them off, he did the reveal. Nice. 30 days, huh? That's cool, man. Yeah, I guess, well, BGS, they are the only ones sleeving them, right? Gotta knock that down to the bottom of the sleeve. Looks good to me. All right, let's try this. Need like a scalpel to cut this plastic here because it's very fine. Not a lot of space between the plastic and the card. All right, so that was $5 per card to have me crack the card. We could have an option, an insurance option too. Okay. There we go. Tammy's going to try again with these two. All right, Tammy. What do we got here? Oh, I see. Very interesting. He's just talking about the workflow for BGS. Yeah, I mean, it's something like that. It's just some technical thing, isn't it? Here, Tammy. There it goes. All right. Very nice. So there's the cost of the, I'll tell you what, Tammy, I'll break those free for you this time, since you're just resubmitting them right away. Let's do that. Okay, so 39 times 2 is 78, 407 minus 78. 329 remains. So they go back out now. All right, good luck on those. I hope they both grade 10. We've done a thing where we cracked them rather than did a cross grade, so I'm curious how they turn out. $9 for shipping too. All right. That works because we had 329, so that goes to 320. Thank you, Tammy. All right, cool. You should get one of the decapsulation machines they use at the grading offices. I would love to have a decapsulating machine. I've always wondered what they do. I assume they have a rig for breaking slabs out. A decapsulation machine sounds great. Here's Aaron Searles, 2 black bolt, 1 white flare. 2 black bolt. We're almost out of these because the guy who was supposed to supply me with these couldn't get the shipping right. So we got this product stuck in transit. So much trouble with this one guy. It's like he doesn't know what he's doing. Here we are. Okay. It's called a bandsaw. Is it really a bandsaw? I worked with a bandsaw for years as a kid because I worked for my dad's wood shop. We had a industrial size bandsaw. It's humongous. We had like this kind of garage with no ceiling. So it was a really tall machine and you could fit a whole log inside of it. It required a special amount of electricity, which my dad went to school for, like electricity. Not official electrical engineering, but it was like electrical engineering. And his younger brother officially got the electrical engineering degree. So they both went to school for electricity. And so when it was time to install it, my dad did all the work of like converting the plugs in the garage to handle the electricity usage for the, it was really interesting. He did all the work to convert the engine, he converted the plugs, and then we were able to have like a industrial tier, like electricity thing into our house. I don't know. So he worked really hard on it, I remember. He worked on it really hard, and then finally he got it, and the bandsaw was working, and that was the beginning of that wood shop. Having that kind of tool in your home allows you to run a special business. Maybe that was also part of the reason why I was ready to drop a lot of money on an encapsulator, because I was a kid and I watched my dad do that. And when you watch someone do it, you're like, it's a real thing. You can really do those things. Here's Aaron. Hey, you're almost at 100K subs. Nice. We are. We're getting close. So close. So they put the slab in a vacuum and warm up the sides of the machine only to be able to easily access the card inside. Oh, Mr. Mahill said it's a bandsaw. Your names look similar. I'm sorry. So wait a second. He's saying they put the cards in a vacuum and warm up the sides of the machine only to be able to easily access the cards inside. That doesn't make sense. They melt the plastic. Just thinking about it for a second. I don't know, man. I can't see how heating up the slab would do it. I can see how heating up a slab too much could ruin the card inside. You must have like a video I've never seen or something. Oh, all right, there we go. How about those BGS slabs? Let's start taking a look at these. What do we got? Number 1, Osaka High School DXD. This got a 9.5. I'll be honest, I should probably cross this with PSA because this goes for so much money as PSA 10. So, but let's take a quick look. I think I sold this exact card for like 150 last time. Osaka. Argento. Okay, no, it's cheaper than that. This card is $40 as PSA 10. $40. There is one listed with BGS, but they want $85. Something's not adding up. Something is definitely not adding up. Let me take another look. Is it the same card? It looks like it's the same card. All right, so now that's a card. Yeah, Aruga. Well, look at this. We need more sleeves, guys. I'll be right back. I'm out of the BGS sleeves. Let me go get more. So here we are. Whew. You can actually go into CGC's headquarters if you grade a very high-end submission. Just contact CGC beforehand. The one-piece booster boxes, do you get them sealed or are they only sealed with a single piece of tape at the top? The ones I bought have a single piece of tape. Yeah, that's right. That's right. One piece of tape. That's it. You're worried that they were unsealed or something. Yeah, they don't come in plastic wrap. All right. There we go. Okay. So now we got some high quality boobage up here. Okay. Good. Carlton Wicks, $10 to Slab Away, 1 Pokey Shuffle, 1 Paldea Evolved English. Thank you so much, Carlton. Appreciate it. How many people we got now? 71. This goes down to 20. All right, where's my free slab? Here it is. So the free slab, I want to do a thing for some people who have been here a long time. So we're going to turn on subscriber mode and hand out some spots ahead of the rest of you guys, okay? That's what we're going to do. They're down in Florida, so not too much hassle doing a walk-in submission. Okay. TCC is the keyword. Now, you don't have to type that in because it's not going to work for you. Members only also. Yes, we're about to turn on the members only. Okay. Well, hold on. So we don't have a... Oh, yeah, there is a members only. There's a members only method. I didn't know that. Okay. We're going to do subscribers, though. So anyone subscribed in the last year. So subscriber mode is on. And now we're going to hit next on this. We're going to hit next on this. We're going to hit done with that. We're going to hit... Oh. Okay, so if you have been a subscriber for at least a year, you should be able to type in TCC right now and get into the giveaway. Okay, so let's start taking a look. We've got Edwin Delsed. Edwin Delsed. Nice day to be a subscriber. Cody Hodges. This is important. This takes time, but it's important. This is a giveaway. Michael Bethel. Random Ryan. And Reflex. Okay, if you missed out on getting into that list tonight, as a result of not being a subscriber for 1 year, be sure to smash that subscribe button. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to turn on members mode. So now it's members mode, and we are going to actually reset all entries. Okay, we just reset it. So if you're a member, do the same thing, will you? If you're a member, start typing in. Okay. Goo Woobs, you're making it in, probably because you're the first one to type anything. Goo Woobs. James Ban. Oh my god, it's James Bam. Michael Bethel, twice. He's a longtime subscriber and a member. And Chef. All right, Chef. Chef Reef. Okay, there we go. So we're going to end member mode now. Thank you guys for being members. How did I do that? Where's member mode? Hit save on that. All right, now it is open to anybody. And the keyword is TCC, so we have 11 spots to hand out. So you guys still have a pretty good shot at the Tyranitar, but about 50% of it was handed out to people who were members and subscribers. And if you're on this upper portion of the list, you can still get down here. So Michael Bethel was on here twice, once on 3, once on 8. He can actually get on this bottom list a third time. So Carlton, 1 Poke Shuffle, 1 Paldea Evolved. Here goes. How about that Tyranitar? I think he's like 40, 45 or something like that. I can't remember. He's got to be like 45 or something. 1 Poke Shuffle. Boom. Cold one. All right. Sorry. 1 Paldea Evolved English. Here we are. That's a nice card. It is a nice card. Sometimes we give away cards that are not so crazy. But it's not because I don't want to give you guys a nice giveaway. I just happen to have so many giveaway cards that are, you know, PSA 9, Stinky Doodle. You know what I'm saying? Got so many of those. They're just all over the place. There's Mimikyu. Oh, look at that. Ba-doop. Today, Karis and I played a little video games together. There's a new Elden Ring weekly boss. There's 2 of them. The Horsey and Gaping Jaw. Gape Jaw, or whatever his name is. There's your Paldea Evolved. Anyways, we managed to beat him on our second try today. It was nice. He's a tough one, man. Oh, really? I didn't know you can make it on the list twice. Once I get on there, I don't try again. In this case, you can get on twice because these earlier portions were for subscribers and members, and so now this is open to anyone. All right. Thank you so much. So it is Thursday night, one of my favorite days of the week, and the queue is empty? The queue is empty. So that means I work on pricing up some slabs. That is what we are here to do. Okay. We've got Azure Lane Booby Girl, and this is a nice pristine 10 of the Booby Girl. All these Booby Girls, you'll have a shot to purchase them, but then they'll move off into the Waifu Shuffle. And I might even exclusively move 1 or 2 of them off into the Waifu Shuffle. So this will say, let's type in, let's do BGS. BGS 10. Argus. Oops. Let's see what pops up. Nothing. How about PSA 10? There's the card in a PSA 10. So it's about 50 in a PSA 10. If it's 50 in a PSA 10, what do you think the cost of a pristine 10 should be? I don't think I would have matched the PSA price. I think a pristine 10 should be definitely more valuable. A BGS pristine is truly a hard to acquire grade. Let's say 60, which is just a little bit over, right? I think that's fair. PSA 10, 50, BGS 60. Shorts just got a little tighter. Oh my God, dude. By the way, we went super deep yesterday. I don't know if you guys watched yesterday's stream, but we went like all night, man. It was so busy. High School DxD and shipping. So this one sold to Carlos. Here you go, Carlos. Carlos R. Chaveras. My name is on 2 BGS returns. Not sure if that's correct. Here it is. I'm sure it's just the case that I did go update it. That's all. There you are. Come on. The air's like trapped in there. That's so annoying. I don't like that. There we go. That's so annoying. All right. Very nice. Okay, dokey. Been bothering you for waifu slabs on the table. Glad to pick one up. Ooh, yeah. So, Carlos, we have just a couple from this submission. I didn't go too crazy with them because I do not know how well they'll do. But we have a couple of them now. Carlos, I thought we already shipped you. So weird. Didn't we just ship you? Carlos Chaveras. You want me to ship out just that one slab, or what are we doing here? Carlos, give me a hint. How do you feel about the government saying that there's no list? Yesterday, the Charizard slab and bag. So if you ordered it yesterday, and today's Thursday, so you ordered it on a Wednesday, so it's possible that your stuff has not actually gone out. Yeah, you're good. So that has not officially shipped yet. Alexis ships it today on Friday, which means you have $9. Mr. Carlos, $9. It's combined shipping, the power of combined shipping. $9. I'll pick up more tonight, perhaps. Sounds good. Sits right over there. Yeah, we've talked a lot about the Epstein thing. Trump had his embarrassing moment where he's like, who even cares about that anymore? And it's like, guilty. That's the feeling when you say stuff like that. Like, oh, I don't even like that stuff anymore. Why don't we talk about something else? You know, like he's trying to influence the way that you're thinking. Yeah, I think that it is possible that it is just a conspiracy and there wasn't much to it. And during the Republican campaign for presidency, they were blowing smoke saying, yeah, get us in there, you know, saying anything they can to get elected. And it turned out there wasn't really anything substantial to release. It's possible that that's the case. I've heard now multiple people make a very good point that if there really was incriminating stuff on Trump in the files, that they very likely would have released it during the election campaign because they did just about everything else. So it's hard to believe they would withhold it and not just release it if it was really damaging to their opponent. But I think one conspiracy is that it's got bad stuff on people from both parties, or it's got bad stuff on allies or, you know, people from around the world who we want to remain friends with and not embarrass. It's a good question. It's pretty unsettling. What can we do? Oscar Sosa says, 1 box of Union Arena, JJK, and shipping. Okay, let's go get it. Probably burned all the evidence long ago. Too many important Democrats on that list, too. Yeah, so it makes you wonder, the guy was friends with everyone, basically, right? He was friend with anyone who's anyone. Like Stephen Hawking was on that list, you know? He was on that island. And so it's strange. Yeah, it makes you wonder who's actually got dirt on them. Like, who actually did bad things? Because I'm sure there were times where he just threw parties and people joined, right? All right. My door didn't close all the way. So here we have it. JJK. Ta-da! Oh, yeah. Look at this. Oh. Okay. Pam Bondi said a thing during an interview where the interview where Trump said, you know, why are we still talking about this guy? Pam Bondi mentioned one of the things that she reviewed was child bad content videos. And all I could think is, who was in those videos? That's what I was thinking about. Like, who did you find in those videos? There we go. So something tells me they probably do have some dirt on something. Who knows? Maybe they're blackmailing people. Did you ever think of that? Maybe the United States blackmails people from across the world. Has anyone considered that? Can't give up the thing you're using to blackmail with, right? Here's Nobara Kugisaki. What? Here we are. All right. But anyway, she mentioned that in that interview, and I said, huh. So she's got video footage of some really gnarly bad stuff. And what are those videos of? You know? Who was in those videos? There we are. Makes me think she's got something. All right. She says something like, those videos will never be released. I was like, uh-huh. There we are. All right. But maybe it's just, I don't know. Maybe there's nothing, no new information from the videos. Who knows? Again, it all could just be conspiracy. And maybe the Republicans during the presidential campaign, maybe they were just leaning into that, hoping to get elected. Let us in. We'll blow all of the elites out of the water. We'll open the conspiracy doors. You know, when you're desperate to win a campaign, maybe you just say everything you got to say, you know. All right, here we are. Oscar Sosa, one whole box of Jujutsu Kaisen. Waka! Here's Satoru Gojo. All right. I want to start a new nation. What? What would we call it? What would be the name of the nation? Pokistan? I'm calling it Pokistan. Here's Panda from Panda Express. Here's Mahito from Matito. Here's Yuji and Kasumi Miwa. It's Kasumi Miwa. Brandonia. I'm a proud citizen of Brandonia. Going good now that the stream is on. TCC on that list. Yeah, if you deny the list, you're on it. It is. I heard Ben Shapiro saying, oh, there's probably no list. I said, that's because you're on it, Ben. It's him. He's part of it. He's being paid. And Bush blew up the towers. Here's Jogo and Divergent Fist, Mahito. Oops. I mean, Elon Musk certainly seems to think there's people on a list, right? Right? So he said the other day that Steve Bannon was on the Jeffrey Epstein list. Very interesting. The contact list, huh? Do you think he's just lying to us all? Maybe he's just lying to us all. Wow, I was about to type something bad. Lol. JJK packs. Woo, let's go. Let's go. All right. Utahima Lori. Nobaraka. Kugisaki. Here's Kento Nanami. Here's Suguru Geto. Megumi Fushiguru. Here's, how do you say that? Ai or something? Here's Kento Nanami. It's Kento Nanami. Kaido! Okay. I'm also on the list of free Pokies. Free hat, free hat. We're here to free hat. Hat was innocent. Those babies were coming right at him. Oh, look at that. Very nice. You got Ai Toto SR Star. Ooh. And you've got Idle Transfiguration. And finally, you've got Kento Nanami Toge Urimaki. 75 years from now, Gen Z will be like, whoa, these guys were gross. So, which guys? The JJK cards look different. I love JJK, but I'm not sure about these ones. What? Nothing wrong with these cards. What are you talking about? Ai Todo would come and beat your ass, bro. Talking about his card. He says, my card looks great. The F you talking about? Sounds good. Put free healthcare on the list and I'm in. Actually, if you could just make everything free. Okay, Oscar Sosa. Mr. Oscar with an O. All right, here we go. We've talked about that subject of free healthcare a lot. I think I'm okay with free healthcare as long as we start banning things that are available to the public that are actually very unhealthy. So, for example, I'm okay with free healthcare, but first we have to ban stuff like alcohol and cigarettes, which are very well documented to be unhealthy for you. I would say probably with all of the latest news on cannabis being bad for your lungs, your heart, and your brain, that's probably on that list too. I would say we should ban fast food, cooking food certain ways, you know. So at candy aisles, there should be a huge sugar tax. So if you want free healthcare, we have to be a healthy nation. We can't be both a free healthcare country and a super unhealthy country at the same time. It's just not allowed, right? Like the Pinocchio Island. Remember the Pinocchio Island at the end? What were they doing? They're drinking beers and smoking cigarettes, and that was the bad kid island. So, you know, if we were to start going in and banning all the vices that actually send you off to the ER and send you off to the hospital, I'd say, okay, now let's go do the free healthcare for all. 2 robots with the latest software update can easily be your free healthcare. Mr. equals Weed Hitler. Strong to the finish because I have me spinach. That's right. Scan the avian countries implemented a sugar tax and their obesity rates went down, as well as increase in sugar-free soda. There should be a massive sugar tax, dude. It should be gigantic. It should make all sugary foods exceptionally expensive. And then that money should be funneled back to the government and put into some kind of program to help people with their illnesses. Luke Glory, 1 Halo Upper Deck, 1 Nintendo game pack. Sugar is the devil, dude. It's overly caloried, meaning that you get obese very fast from it. It causes all the bad stuff. It causes all the dental problems. It causes all the diabetes. It's bad stuff. Sugar is highly addictive because it's similar to cocaine. That's why it's so good. Your body's like, yeah. Go get some more of that. Yeah, because it's like cocaine, dude. Here's Don Flamenco. But I really like it. We are. Should be a massive sugar tax. A cake and cookies should cost like $50, $40 a box. We are. And the government can take that extra money and put it in a savings account for when you go to the hospital for eating cookies your whole life. Ooh. I love sugar, and you're spitting facts. Diabetes, cavities. I think it even causes liver problems. I heard that it's bad for your liver. It's obesity and everything that comes with obesity. It's sugar. It's sugar. It is one of the most calorie dense items in the world that we eat. Yeah, just a couple things. Oil, sugar. I think it's just those 2 things, isn't it? Oil and sugar. It's oil and sugar, right? Am I missing one? All right, Luke Lurie, oil and sugar. 2 of the most calorie dense foods. Yeah, but people don't chug oil. They sort of do. We like cheese. Cheese is, milk is full of fat. So cheese is in everyone's diet because we love oil. But think of fried foods, right? Fried foods. We've always known those aren't terribly healthy. And think of icing. Icing's made out of oil. It's oil. You know, cookies and cakes are made out of oil. That's one of the biggest ingredients is oil. Like, how do you make cookies? You start with 2 sticks of butter. Then it's like 2 cups of flour and 2 cups of sugar. That's how you make cookies. Those are the starting ingredients. So sugar. And by the way, the flour just gets converted into sugar anyways in your stomach. So it's really just sugar and oil. Ooh, look at that. Ooh. Eating Oreo and milk right now. Yeah, it's good stuff. You know, it's like cocaine, isn't it? It's like legal cocaine. All right, Luke, that is a darn bad pack. That pack gave you this for your holo. It's the Halo Combat Evolved story so far. There's the Halo ring, but I don't think this one's going to buy you a new home. That's not the hit. That's not the chase. Big old sugar tax. Really big sugar tax. And then there's your, maybe stuff like alcohol and cigarettes shouldn't be banned, but maybe it's the same deal. Like if you want to drink, you want to smoke, that's fine. But you're going to spend $100 for those or something like that. Just some ridiculous amount. And it's like, all right, did you have fun? Now you have a health condition, huh? So here's the hospital. But, you know, people say that's a punishment on people with addiction, it's a punishment on the poor. But it's like, you got to do something about it, you know? The solution can't be that everyone has horrible habits, horrible unhealthy habits, and then they tell everyone who doesn't have those habits, you have to pay for it. That's what socialized healthcare is. Healthy people are paying for very unhealthy people. That's generally what it is. That's the whole concept of insurance, right? So we have health insurance because it spreads the cost around. But it's not a rich versus poor issue. It's actually a healthy versus unhealthy issue. People who are healthy, who don't need to spend any money on healthcare, pay for people who are unhealthy, who do not take care of themselves at all. And, you know, it just seems like in some countries, maybe like in Europe, where they're all thinner and they're more health conscious, maybe that socialized healthcare is working a bit. But here in America, we're pretty bad. We should change our habits before we implement a system like that. All right, let's see what we got. We should change our habits. We will just be healthier from the get-go and not need as much healthcare in the first place. Steven Gonzalez, 7 OP12s, 1 Japanese OP9. All right, you got it, Steven. Mr. wants a world without bakeries. No, I love donuts and cakes and cookies. It's my weakness. But I know how bad it is because it's my weakness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, the rest of the box. Very good. But you pay as much as you would just in taxes without getting the benefit of regular checkups. Let me toss this over here. And 1 Japanese OP9. Let's see, where's that? Is it here? I am one for lower taxes. I moved from states just because of this. I'm okay with it if we stop glorifying recovery. Good job on not being a junkie, but I've never done heroin. Where's my pat on the back? No, you really do have to praise people for recovering and all that, but it's the whole subject about health in America it's a big subject. It's a big subject. It would be great if Americans had an attitude where they wanted to be healthier and it was not celebrated to be unhealthy, and we had rules that made it harder to become addicted to like sugar and McDonald's, and companies had to help pay for all of the damage they caused. Think of all the damage Coca-Cola has caused with its sodas over the last 100 years. How much damage have they caused? How many people have gotten obesity and some sort of kidney failure or whatever it is, kidney stones? And that's a drain on the system, because what Coca-Cola really sells is a vice. Alcohol's a vice. Sugary sodas are a vice. But we just ignore it for some reason. I don't know. So they are a huge drain on our system. And then they're a private company making billions of dollars of profit on us. Billions and billions and billions. So you can either think of America as a place where anything goes and you've got to stay informed and you got to go make smart choices like, I'm not going to drink Coca-Cola. Or you can think of it as a place where everyone needs to be sort of like watched over and you need strict rules. In that society, you get free healthcare, but Coca-Cola is heavily penalized for selling a vice or banned outright, one or the other. So, you know, that's my thoughts on it. I kind of like the free society, but I acknowledge that there's a lot of people who do not have the willpower to live in a free society. They kind of need someone else to tell them what to do, because if you didn't have that, they wouldn't take care of themselves. You are? Ooh. I don't know what system is better. You are? Okay. We allow cereal companies to remove fiber from cereal in order to make it less satiating and more addictive. Yeah, he's right. I read about that, was it this year or last year? I read about the same thing. There's almost no diet in there's almost no fiber in the diet of Americans because these companies design their product intentionally to have no fiber, because then you eat more and you like the product better. Have you ever eaten high fiber foods? They're gross. Your body's like, no more of that. But low fiber foods, you're like, hey, I need lots of that. That's great. So, yeah, we intentionally eat low fiber foods because the corporations made it that way. Because they're selling you a vice. They're selling you a drug. The food is a drug. Here's Steven. It's a legal drug they can sell you. And again, you could live in a society that accepts that and says, all right, well, it's a competition for everyone to be informed and to make smart choices, and you can live your life how you want. Or you can be the other way. You can say, no. Look at all these stupid people. They need a government to tell them what to eat, what's healthy, what's unhealthy, and then the government shall provide them with their health care as well, because they can't provide for themselves. And so there's two very different ways of looking at the world. Here's Stephen Gonzalez. And there's many arguments for both sides, and they're pretty close, actually. Okay. I think the thing is, people tend to let themselves go and not care. Europe has all of these vices. The amount the French people smoke is insane, but they are a healthy society that promotes exercise. I heard that Germany was drinking less alcohol year over year because they're trying to be more health conscious. And so, you know, it's an interesting thing. Europe wants to be healthy. It's a competition to be healthy, you know. It's a good thing to be healthy. You look better, you feel sexier. But, I mean, you have fewer hospital bills and you live longer. It's just, in general, a good thing. And I don't know if the trick will be banning all the vices outright. But a tax, maybe. Yeah, a tax. But people really do get addicted to things like sugar. It's a real addiction. Should be up there along with alcoholism. Should be considered exactly the same. Steven Sistrunk, paying down Lotina. Mr. Steven, all right. Here we are. This goes down to $320. Boom. Living longer just means more taxes. How do we get in for the Tyranitar? For the Tyranitar giveaway, you need to type these three letters, TCC, into the live chat, and it will get you into the drawing for the Tyranitar. One lucky person gets it for free, and it's random. Universal healthcare costs a lot in our current environment, but if we develop it over time, the population will get healthier, we'll get more people in jobs, and therefore more funding. I think it's the other way around. I think people have to want to be healthier, and they have to choose to be healthier, and they have to have the right attitude. And then when you implement it, it's just way cheaper at that point. But if Americans glorify obesity, they glorify, you know, just stupid amounts of eating and well, like this, gluttony. If we glorify gluttony and have a sort of carefree, like, woo, America, all that kind of stuff, we do what we want. I just don't think implementing healthcare in that society, like free healthcare, will be anything but a drain on healthy people. You will punish healthy people for being healthy, and you will actually reward everyone who developed that, you know, personality type where they said, oh, being unhealthy is great, it's good. Oh, you just worry too much. So it's a punishment on the healthy people in your society. They're being punished for it. All right, let's see. There's no orders in the queue. We got an empty queue. Let's talk about some of the cool stuff going on our channel. We have the very pricey Gem 2 packs. I need to look at Gem 2. I want to see Gem 2. The U.S. uses high fructose corn syrup. Oh, there's probably a whole list of things, man. You're naming one thing. It's probably a whole list of things. Okay, the price has stayed the same. That's good. So Gem 2 won't change any further. Gem 2 is a big deal. Magic the Gathering, Final Fantasy is a big deal. That is a very popular pack. And, yeah, it's very popular. So that has a chance for the extremely expensive Chocobo. This has been popping off a couple times. The Metazoo box battle or pack battle. Matthew Hill's in there again. Let's see what else is over here. The Victini, yes, the Victini break is all the way up to 15 now. The Pikachu break is all the way up to 17 now. Those have moved. Ancient Origins is up to 14 now. Look at that. So that has moved. It was at 9 the other day. It's at 14 now. So 5 packs of that has sold. It is on the move. Let's see. Pokemon OP12 is real popular right now because it's a $3 pack. That's a very good price. Another very popular item on the menu right now are extremely cheap Korean rocket cards. Lots of great things can come out of there. Lots of stuff. Fantastic ARs like the Houndoom, the Weezing, the Wobbuffet, but also the alt-arts like the Moltres, the Nidoking, and of course the Mewtwo, which is the Chase. But there's also Crobat. Don't forget that, Crobat. So a lot of cool alt-arts in there. Let's see what else. We got our Weiss. We got our Curious Universe from Holo Live. Where's that? Here it is. Curious Universe was recently added to the menu. This is brand new. It just came out. Curious Universe. We've sold through quite a number of boxes. No signature yet. No signature. What else? Halo. The Halo Upper Deck packs are very popular right now. We have Mr. Hathim is buying us out of all of our Nightfall packs. Here they are. Metazoo Nightfall. They're like super duper cheap. I think they're $2.50 a pack. First edition Nightfall. So those have been selling really rapidly right now. Let's see. And then after that, we're doing rotations on our slabs. We're also pricing up new BGS slabs. All right, Mama said diet soda cancels the sugar, so eat a cookie, drink a Diet Coke. Oh my God, he's quoting the My 600 Pound ladies, right? I pray my umby come back 10, and Victini. Where's that Lorcana, though, says Charlie W. You want Lorcana back on the menu? We can play around with that. I'm uncomfortable with Lorcana at this point. I am uncomfortable with it. Let's see. I don't hate it. I think Disney's a strong franchise, but it does make me uncomfortable. Fruit of Grisai signature. What to do with that? That is a pristine Fruit of Grisai signature. I've never seen that before. Fruit of Grisai. Okay. Okay. I do see some signatures, but not this one in particular. Is it a more desirable signature? Is that why we don't see it? Let me check sold. Boop. Wow. There is a crazy booty card in that set. Okay. Didn't know that. Let's type in BGS. Okay. Okay. What is this card, bro? Why is there so much? It is such a Cornhub pregame kind of card out here, man. There's so much of it. I cannot find this card at all, so I do not really know what it's worth at all. But let's type in Fruit of Grisai, Embracing Affection, Amain. So now we're going to say Amain. Amane? I have to be careful with this one. Oh, here we go. Here it is. Okay, so I found the signature version of it raw for $90. That's ungraded. Okay. No signatures, though. This would be really easy if there was a signature. Let me try finding something sold, perhaps. Maybe like a PSA 9 or something. I don't know what to sell it at. So there you go. There you have it. So if the raw version of the card is $80 or $90, I don't really know what to price it at. One is the promo and in another language, but I do feel public sentiment will drop the promo value. How do you feel about the Victini since you can pull it from both the black and white in the US sets? People keep saying that like it means that the promo has no value, and it's an obvious sign they've never watched these promo cards before. That is perfectly normal. That is pretty much what happens most times. It's the same thing. So the tournament card often is released in English too. The English version of the card will sell for maybe a couple hundred as a 10, and this will sell for thousands of dollars. This is a tournament card. So I don't know what the cost of it online is right now. I'm sure it's outrageously expensive if there's a PSA 10 available of it. But that is a Battle Day card, and it will not matter that it was printed in English pretty much at all. Go back to the Sword and Shield era and look up the exact same thing. There was the Charizard VMAX Rainbow. Remember that? So the English version of the Charizard was selling for like $300, $350, $400, but the promo tournament card continued to sell for like $7,000 to $10,000. It's like they are from two different universes. So, you know, if it's a good artwork and it's a promo tournament card, it will likely do well. And it will do much, much, much better than the US version. The US version will just be seen as a typical pull, you know. All right, so I'm going to set this up as a $400 card for now. I've got one for sale. No one else does. And I don't know what it's worth, but you can make a case or argument with me. PSA 10, it has sold for 2.K. English end card from XY collection box is worth 80. Guys, I finally moved my savings into a proper HYSA. That's a health savings account, right? Yeah, it will be fun to watch this. I do think it could dip in price. I think also over time, people will wish they had the promo tournament card. But the market surprises us all the time. And people are speculating on this Victini. I think with his price already being so high, people feel like there's a lot of room for him to fall. So that's probably how they feel about it. But I think if he got too cheap, you'd all buy one. You'd all be like, wait a second, I want one now. The fundamentals are there. The idea that he's an exclusive event card is enough to sell the card right there because he's a very attractive exclusive event card. Oh, high yield savings account. Oh, HYSA. Thank you, man. David Ma, that's great. That's like saying the Celebration Umbreon would bring down the value of the actual Gold Star Umbreon. It's not exactly the same. No, because those are distinct cards. They're saying, hey, this Victini is exactly the same card as the one coming out in English. But what's really going on is this is a Battle Day card. You know, like Battle Day Lily, for example. Or, again, I keep referring to this Charizard that sells for like 7K. All right. Here's another card. Let's see what we got next. That got a 9.5. Is this a non-holo as well? Yeah, it's a non-holo card, huh? God damn, that's lame. I felt smart for a second. Could you read my message above? Yes. Here we are. All right. I should put all my money in Pokies, says David Ma. You could. Maybe you'd be buying at the top of the market. You never know. All right. I just bought $2,000 of Pokies tonight. And what did I say? Like 5 to 6. I bought thousands of dollars of OP One Piece PRB2. Just spent a lot of money on that. Okay. This card shall be $25. Ends playing SAR from Black Bolt is going to do numbers in the years to come. Yeah? All right, what do we have here? Booty Cheeks McGee. Oh, it's Cheeks McGee. Good, good. Sanji manga. PRB going to do well, says Mr. Whipple. Whipple, do you think I ordered enough? How much do you think I should order? Because when I bought it, I wasn't sure if I ordered enough. Is it One Piece dead? Definitely not. I sell that all the time. People love it. One Piece is the second best-selling card set to Pokemon. Yeah, it's Pokemon #1 on top, where it should be. But really, it's One Piece in the second spot. So, yeah, I wouldn't call them dead at all. Azur Lane, Chitosi. Chitosi? There it is. All right, so I found the card, but the app is broken. Cool. How annoying. Here's this song that I've heard 5 million times. Let's see. All right, here we are. So, this card shall be for sale for $48. I don't get One Piece. Well, that's because you haven't watched all 700 episodes. Kaiju! Not to worry, One Piece has no haters. Only people who have yet to watch it. Okay, so this shall be 48. Good. You want a close-up on that? Here is the card. That is some serious underboob. That is a major underboob card. Women do not have these builds. This is not a real thing. Only men who draw pictures of girls make these builds happen. Here's the next one. This girl's getting like a cinnamon roll donut or something from a clip. I don't get it. That one's all tummy. Okay. So this one's called Brunhilde. 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 And it's actually a pristine 10, which is very nice. Okay, so we shall ask for probably about $65. Can I see the Carddass Nikke pack? Yes, yes you may. Oh wait, we weren't ready for that. We need to put a sleeve. The Django's wife's name, Brunhilde. Ah yes, Brunhilde. That's a long time ago. I haven't watched that movie in a long time. Wonder if that movie still is a good watch after all these years. So, all right, 65, right? Okay. Good. Superman comes out today. Who's going to see it? Me. It's Superman. That's like my favorite show. I love superhero movies. I can't get enough of them. Next up, we've got to refresh. Are there any dirt cheap singles you think are going to do well in the future? I bought an Ice Cube from Obsidian Flames just because I think it's undervalued. Yeah, I mean, you say that, and then when it comes time to sell it, turns out people only want Charizard, Gengar, Lugia, Umbreon. You got any more Gengars? I'm just looking for Gengars. Box of Black Bolt, add it to my shipping. You got it. Now, Timmy, is that something you want me to open? I think it's something you want me to open. Let me go grab it. This might be our last box of it, too. I'm really annoyed that we don't have more of it. All right, here we are. Whew. Okay. Miss Tammy going deep. She died for our sins. Ramen. Let's see. Jumping over here. Let's see. If I can just get to my details, please. Check the art rare from the SV Basin's Temporal Forces. Tons of overlooked beauties. What? Nuh-uh. Let's see. Black. Oh, it doesn't say. So there's 20 packs in there, so it should be just 140. All right. 180. All right, 180. Okay. Good. I did spend some Pokemon money tonight. I spent about $2,000 acquiring signature cards from the voice actor for Meowth because he just passed away. Ooh. So I ran out and I grabbed some of the Meowths. I said, give me that Meowth. Okay, test. Check the art rare. Oh, you read that. Ready? Tammy's ready. Thank you, Tammy. Ooh. Tammy's opening this box for our viewing pleasure. Ribbed for your pleasure. So how's life going, Tammy? Give us an update. How are things going? Anything interesting? There. Sneaking that. Sneepiness. And Sneepiness. Nothing interesting. That's not bad, actually. If nothing bad's happening in life, you're probably experiencing peak life. You just don't realize it in the moment, you know? If nothing bad is happening to you in life, you are currently experiencing peak life. Here is Moonshara or something. And, oh, nice. Altart Kyurem. Oh, good box then, huh? Lovely. I need to take to get Quip to really take that vacation. Then I can go with her. Oh, Tammy Quip vacation, huh? You know, Karis would probably be tempted by that. Here's Emolga. I don't know, or she'd be desperately missing me. Dude, we're like attached at the hip. I don't know how that happened, but we are attached at the hip. Here's the crocodile. I think it's because we understand each other so well. The monkey Haxorus. You know, it's funny sometimes because I feel like sometimes we can't stand each other, but it's so weird. Then when things are going well, it's like, wow, we fit like a puzzle piece. Some stupid Hollywood movie. I did tell her, damn it, are you trying to steal my woman? It's not guys I gotta look out for. It's marauding girls. Hey, let me have Karis. Line is empty, by the way. How's the line? And the line is so full. Here is the bird. Rawr. Okay. Okay, I messaged her. Here's the crocodile. Here is Behemoth. No, wait. What's his name again? Bahayem or something? I can't remember now. Here's the lantern. And semi-pour, semi-sear, semi-water, I don't know. Okay, there's that. And we have these bugs. We've got this guy with his arms folded. LGM. Oh my gosh. And this guy who rolls up like a roly-poly and turns into a bigger bug later. Good, 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 good. 2 more packs. Another pull. Ta-da. Finally, we have Vic Tooney. Hey, peeps, says Austin. Hello, Austin. How are you? All right. There we have it. Mr. doesn't believe in alien Pokies, though. Aliens. I only believe in science. So that's for Timmy. And she says, add this to my shipping. Kyurem. Whirlipede, maybe? Semi-water. LGM. Vulture. Semi-broccoli head. Haxorus. And Altart. Black Kyurem. All right. Very nice. There we go. Let's go ahead and put in Tammy. Lovely. Mister, I need name ideas for my new rat I'm getting. I would name him Isaiah. Isaac. Just seems like a real fitting name. Oh, her? Well, is she a very sexy rat, or is she kind of, you know, more like... She's more like a girl's girl kind of rat. What do you think? Do you think she makes the boys swoon? I would call her Aphrodite at that point. She has those rat hips, you know. Let's see. Ooh. What do we have here? She's classy. Ooh. I don't know what she looks like yet. You don't know what she looks like yet. What kind of rat shopping is this? What are you on a rat shopping blind date? She's on a blind date, guys. Athena. I just need the fire monkey. Name her Athena. I would name her Aisha, which is kind of like Isaac. Okay, we have Sneaker McHuman. All right. Let's see. These are too expensive. I don't see the one that I have. What's the number on this one? The number is 053. Okay. None of them are graded, perhaps? So there are none graded. I've got one graded, but there are none graded. I will just put on any price, I guess. I don't know. This is very likely a PSA 10, but instead we have a BGS 9.5. McHuman. McHuman? Okay, McHuman, like human. Got it. There you are. Very nice. How you pronounce the goofy little witch in red? The goofy little witch in red. Is that what you say, huh? All right, there are no orders in the queue. No orders in the queue. We've got Larvitar. We've got Lastly. We've got Pevis. How can I help you guys with your collections tonight? Here is Holland Phantoms Electrode. Time to take a picture of these bad boys. Picture time. We're jumping over here. We have a channel called Pricey July. Let's take a picture. How much is it to cross grade? Oh, right, the whole cross grading situation. I forgot about that. I do not currently have a price. I will have to look it up. Did you have one to cross grade? I'm trying to remember. You must have one. Scooby-Doo. I was thinking it was Friday night. It's Friday night. Look at that Murkrow. Ooh, sexy. There's Lugia. Here's a little Tammy Sanrio characters card. Here's a nice Lupix. Ah, Professor Oak. Sad, the voice actor for Professor Oak just died. Like yesterday. Is Wigglytuff. Tough news. Claydol. Do you still have Palafin PSA 10 for 38? Potentially. Is it the one in the July channel? Because if it's in the July channel, I might still have it. Your Gengar Instagram post didn't feature Dark Gengar. Yeah, I intentionally never bought him. I think he's kind of ugly. I don't buy uglies. No uglies. I used to have him as a Japanese card. I mean, he most undoubtedly went up. But he's just kind of ugly, so I don't want him. It was a commission card. If it's in the channel, if there's a picture of it, then it is highly likely still here. Would you like me to go hunting for it? Oh, right. We were pricing up some expensive Topps cards. I remember this. We've put a lot of expensive cards on the table, but not many of them have sold so far. I think it's because people want one thing. They want Charizard. They go, well, where's the Charizard? If you're not Charizard, no one's going to buy you. Okay. Speaking of Charizard, we do have a Charizard. Here he is. He is a break up to 5 spots now. Don't I already have a, I suppose I don't. I thought I had a Topps Tentacruel up here already. Yes, he went up some $900. That's pretty good. That's good money. Oh, here it is. Okay, so we have a Tentacruel at $290. He shall be $290 as well. I knew a guy in high school that had a low rider. His side mirror said, "No fat chicks. Truck will scrape." Oh, my God. Fat chicks just means there's more to love. Okay. So this shall say 290. 7.25. But it doesn't say no fat guys though. Yeah. That means you've got it in, Mr. Andy. Oh yeah, this crazy thing. Pop 2. Is it really Pop 2? Do I sell it? I don't even think there's demand for it. Super rare Pokemon card there. Here's an interesting one. This was on 225. Perfect Pikachu, huh? What did I pay for this? How much is it to send you a card to have graded? The same price as I charge anybody to have the card graded. So if you wanted to send to PSA, it would be $39. This Pikachu Tops. Oops, I typed in Toops. So we are going to stick to this very good price of $795 for this Flying Pichu. He has a perfect grade. We're actually going to raise it to $800. So if you have not seen this one on the table before, this is a very special one because it is a CGC perfect grade. All right. Very nice. Obviously not a lot of those anymore. $725, $800. 8 honeys, everybody. Now, what do we got left here? Got a nice Eevee Spectra, huh? I'll hold on to these Gengars for now. I want the Gengar, though. That's the one I want. Wait. Here's Eevee Spectra. I'm currently munching on Doritos. What? There we go. What did I eat today? I had some frosted mini wheats, a cheese stick, a boiled egg, and then I made a real big pot of beef stew, and I just ate that, and that was it. Beef stew, potatoes, vegetables, a big chunk of beef, and water and seasonings. All right. It feels very healthy. It's like a very wholesome kind of meal. Yeah. Oh, right. I had a boiled egg and kimchi for lunch today. So good smelling. You guys will love it. So Spectra Eevee. I gotta say, I don't like cooking all the time, man. I cook all the time. It's terrible. I didn't want to cook dinner tonight. I just wanted to go out to eat. I wanted to order like Taco Bell, for example, and I said, no, you can't do that. You gotta cook. You've got to cook. And so I was running the daytime stream, doing all this other stuff. I shipped a huge item for Cares. She's shipping a $4,000 piano. She bought it because she thought she'd really like making music, and now she's taking a break from that. And she's going, oh my gosh, I gotta get my money back out. So she sold it for $4,000, but she's no good at shipping. This was a really big, heavy thing. So I spent like an hour shipping that for her. Yeah. So we're going to say $1,050. That's a good one. That's a real good one. Got work today. Good luck all, and have a good night. I just sent for PSA 10, Palafin. Ooh. Ooh. Let's get that Palafin. Alcohol or sugar is the best to cut out. What are you saying? I realize how fat I'm getting, but I still don't care enough to do anything about it. Here's Kyle Summers. Well, I'm kind of chubby, man. I'm out of shape. I'm trying to get back into shape, Troy. Let me say, it's so much easier to stay the weight that you are than it is to have to lose weight. Because if you just if you just cut your calories to like a maintain level of calories so that you are eating enough food to not gain weight, but also not to lose weight, that's very easy. You know, that's like 2,500 calories for an adult male. But to lose weight, you have to eat like somewhere between 1,200 and 1,800 calories. So now you're suffering so that you can lose weight. So in my opinion, if you're already, you know, if you're not obese, if you're not super fat already, I'd say just do your best to get into a habit of maintaining that. You know, don't get to a point where now you have to suffer for a while to get back down to a normal weight. So that would be my advice. If you're already skinny, keep it that way. Don't lose it. Don't give up on it. If you're already skinny, it's easier to stay skinny. It's easier to stay skinny and just eat a normal amount of calories than it is to have to lose weight and go on a diet. Diets suck. They're so lame. Here we are. Let's see. So, you know, 2,500 calories, that's enough to eat a filling meal, maybe have a snack, maybe have a dessert. That's enough, you know. But don't gorge yourself and don't eat a strictly bad diet, or else you will eventually put on weight like everyone else is doing. There you are. The trick really is calorie counting. It just really works. It works so well. That's all it is. It's just calorie counting. If you know how much you're eating per day, then you can very easily say, all right, I've had enough. I'm going to stop here. If you don't calorie count, then you don't realize when you're eating like 5,000 calories. How much? That's way too much. Oh, Palafin. Stay disciplined and stay mentally strong. Well, that's why I'm saying I don't even think you have to be that disciplined to eat 2,500 calories. 2,500 calories is a lot. It's very easy to stay on that. That's easy. What I was saying is it's very hard to diet. So if you're already skinny, just maintain that. Don't let yourself get fat, and then you never have to suffer and lose weight. Because the way you lose weight is by being lame and not getting to eat anything. Where is this Palafin? You're looking for the Palafin, huh? You think you just get to have it, huh? Oh, I want the Palafin. I want the Palafin, he said. Is this it? Is this the Palafin? I found it. Okay, good. Palafin located. I do the fasting diet. You are? You are? All right. Yeah, I have some rules for myself. After dinner, I'm not allowed to eat anymore. And I find that that's very important because in the past, I would just kind of snack. And you don't think snacking really matters. But when you actually count like how much you're eating when you're snacking, it's like crazy sometimes how much you eat. Like if you're snacking and you're like, I'll go make myself a ham sandwich. That's a nice little snack. No, it's not. That's like a whole meal. And then you eat the sandwich. It's got like white bread. It's got like mayonnaise on it. It's got a slice of cheese. And you're eating that. It's like really good. And you're like, you know what? I could use some nachos right now. You open the fridge. You got your nachos. You're like, hey, let's have just a couple nachos and a cube of cheese, you know, or something like that. It all adds up. And then all of a sudden you've eaten like 3,000 calories or whatever you've eaten. Or maybe you go to the grocery store and you're like, hey, we're at the grocery store. I think I deserve a little sweet treat. I should get myself a little sweet treat. And you don't realize the sweet treat is like 1,000 calories, which is as much as your entire dinner. But when you sit down and you map it all out, when you map out the calories, you go, oh my God, that little candy bar was 700 calories as opposed to eating like 2 full chicken breasts with rice, you know? It's like I can have one candy bar or 2 chicken breasts with rice. Gee, I wonder what's going to make me feel full. And so you start to learn really rapidly how bad some items are. Some items you just, if you want to lose weight, you should just never eat them. Sugar is at the top of that list. You should just never eat sugar if you want to lose weight, which is the thing we all like to eat. We just really like it. We were talking about that earlier. It's a delicious thing. Here's Kyle Summers picking up Palafin from Anthony Caluro. The illustration rare from Obsidian Flames is crazy good. Okay, here's Anthony Caluro. We haven't seen him in a little while. I hope he comes back soon. How can you only eat 1 time a day? I mostly eat 2 to 3 times a day. In the morning, I have like a boiled egg. Then I have a small lunch. And then I have a nice, big, satisfying dinner. And then my rule now is no food after dinner. It's all locked up. You're not allowed to touch it. So, and that's been really good. That's been the trick almost. Like you go to bed a little hungry, but you go to bed and then you wake up skinny the next day. So you go to bed hungry, wake up skinny, that thing, right? And I find that that's working for me. All right, 303. I also have done this before. I've been on a diet before. And a big part of the problem of dieting is eventually you stop dieting and go back to your old bad habits. And I kind of track that. You know, I kind of track like when is it that I give up and I go back to bad ways of eating. It tends to happen when Karis and I have a very bad, stressful week or a very bad, stressful fight or just a very bad moment. And I say, you know what? Let's go treat ourselves to like a whole cake or something like that. Let's bring a cake home. Let's not do any more rules. No more rules. Let's just do whatever feels good. Sort of like, you know, drinking your troubles away almost. So I realized the diet tends to fade at that point. So you can't do that. You can't have a moment where there's so much stress that you say, you know what, let's not worry about what we're eating for a little while. Let's just eat whatever feels good so that we can cope with the world. You can't have that moment. That's what undoes the diet. So this time I'm determined, because I've done this a couple times where I will gain a little weight, lose a little weight, gain a little weight, lose a little weight. It's just back and forth, you know. But this time I'm feeling like I'm getting better at it each time, and I understand it's strongly psychological. It's really a psychological thing. We are. Do you eat your feelings? Maybe. I mean, I wouldn't say feelings, but when I have a plate of cookies, I feel like Santa Claus. And when I don't have a plate of cookies, I feel like the Crypt Keeper. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, if you eat a plate of cookies with, you know, you have a big fried chicken or you have ramen noodles with whatever it is you want. Yeah, you feel really good afterwards. And you feel energized and low stress and ready to deal with anything. When you're on some sort of cut where you're eating vegetables and boiled eggs and, you know, very limited food, chicken breast dry, you know, no seasonings, no oil. It's all oil, man. Oil is what makes it taste good. No fat. Yeah, it's like life just is kind of lame. You just feel like a lame guy. Everything feels lame. You're like, this is lame. What are we even doing? All right. When the Poke Queue is empty. Yeah, when is the Poke Queue empty? That's what I want to know. Next up, we have an order from Carlos. He's back. He says, using my credit, 5 BGS, daughter of the EX Devil Slab, and the Chitos, please add it to my stuff going out to ship. Yes, sir. That's what we're going to do. All right. That's a nice order. So we have been pricing up some of these new BGS slabs. That's Mastume. Wait, is it behind this thing? No. Cookies and milk activates the same brain regions as drugs. Yeah, I mean, it's a dopamine thing. It's a dopamine event. And you just feel like Santa Claus. You feel good. You're like, hey, I got my cookies. I got my milk. Let's play some video games and eat Pizza Hut, right? There's the whole 9 yards right there. You got your plate of cookies. You got your Pizza Hut. You drink your Mountain Dew or something. That's maybe the typical American diet, actually. You know, we've gotten very used to it. You just go to Walmart. It just costs a couple dollars. Doesn't cost much to eat bad. Does not take much to eat bad. It's very easy to do, in fact. And it's very enjoyable. And you feel great. And the games are fun. Yes. But, yeah, it takes a lot of effort not to fall back into doing that kind of lifestyle because it's so relaxing. So relaxing. If you're like me and you work all the time, you work, and then you go, well, don't worry, because right around that corner is the reward. And what's the reward? The reward is food. Even when you don't eat like a plate of cookies, you go, hey, let's go out to the local barbecue joint. You get some battered shrimp. You get a nice rack of ribs. Don't worry, I have the salad with it. Yeah. And you eat it all up, and then you don't look at how much that was to eat. You don't look at the caloric cost of it. And you go, oh, that was great. Let's go home. We got some leftovers at home. You know, let's go home. We'll have dessert. it all starts to stack up. It's real bad for you. You're like, oh, shoot, what have I done, man? All right. So there's this state of being where you can just be enjoying yourself and not really thinking about what the scale has to say about you. And the pounds creep on, you know, they creep on. Anything cool going on tonight? Yes, we have a TCC. Oh, that's a TCC giveaway. Okay, that one's incomplete. We'll finish that one later. Hold on. Put this over here. Here it is. We got this Tyranitar. Just look how many different Oreo flavors there are now next time you're at the store. Oreos, they sell drugs, dude. Those are drugs. All those different flavors. Oh, this is the donations list. Okay. I donated a $45 card. I think it was $45. So I'm at $142, $187. I'm at $187 donated. That's not too crazy, is it? All right, let's see another spot, shall we? Joseph Evans. Joseph Evans. So we have a nice PSA 10 Tyranitar giveaway tonight. Woe to anyone who doesn't try to get onto this because this is a nice, cool card. Okay, we're up to 12. We'll continue handing out spots as the stream goes on. Don't go anywhere. Let's see. Carlos is done. Yes, those will be shipped out with your other cards. Now, the queue is empty. We have nobody in the queue. How about maybe it's time to make one of those goofy mega packs? What do you guys think? You want a mega pack? Mega pack. I could make a mega pack. That's it, mega pack, jumbo pack. Oh my God. You guys said it one time, now I say it. So here is this beautiful 25th anniversary Dark Gyarados. Not a single one got a 10. They didn't give 10 to any of these. Kind of disappointing because I feel like that would have been PSA 10. Okay, let's just take a look. I wanted a shot at a black label of it. Okay, so let's take a quick look. So the PSA 10, you're right. So the PSA 10 of this is like about $70. What about a BGS 9.5? Well, the BGS 9.5, it costs almost as much. It costs like $82. It actually costs more. It doesn't make any sense. $82. Why would they charge more? Mr. I sent a ZELLE order. Nice. So we're going to make sure ours is cheaper than the PSA 1. This is a nice card. Okay. Got a weird email. Good. BGS 9.5 equals a PSA 10. Yeah, it's a pretty strong candidate for PSA 10. Especially because we did not... now, what is this? People are always trying to get me to do some deal with them. It's always some platform that's trying to get started, and they're like, they want me to come over to that platform. Joshua Ramos with the big order. He says, finish my slab away. All right, you got it, Joshua Ramos. Speaking of slab away, we have not ran the repos for this month. Maybe we'll just wait till the beginning of the next month. Okay, what do we got? Joshua Ramos. Ooh, you've got that Ancient Origins Lugia. Wow, that is one freaking good slab away. What do you think of that? What do you think of that slab away, Joshua? What do you think of that one? That one's pretty good, huh? All right. Sure you don't want to cancel and reverse that one? All right. Sure you don't want to cancel this one? I can get you all your money back. Promise. No problem at all. Did you run the Discord 1 to 100 giveaway? Not yet. Look. $500. He slabbed it away in 924. It was $500 back then. Okay. That Lugia today is listed for 2.5 thousand. That's a ×5 increase. Let's see. Let's choose. Okay, ended recently. Well, the last sold is not exactly that amount, though. So the last sold is this one at 1.5. Only triple what he paid for it. Triple? That's really good. Wow, that's probably double price now. No, it's triple price. Arguably more than triple price, because that's last sold. That doesn't mean that that's his final resting place. You know what I'm saying? Pretty good. Not bad. Joshua Ramos. Brought to you by Slabaway, man. Slabaway helping people with their card collection here. I like that. I wish it was like this all the time. I've seen cards fall in price too, okay? I've seen it both ways, but I think we consistently see it go up more often than down. Helped a lot of people obtain a lot of good cards this way. Look at that. Pretty cool. Sent for the Gyarados. Sounds good, sounds good. I got to save one for Ivan Rodriguez because he wanted one. He told me to save him one. But there was a couple of them, so. There you go. $1.5 thousand was the last sold. The cheapest one for sale is 2.5. And that price is probably going to be the price. You know why? Because the cost of the Ancient Origin box is blowing up. So this is looked at a certain way, like, oh, dude. Do you think we are in a bubble? I know, that's what everyone's worried about. It's like, how can anything be this expensive? I don't know. I do not know. Could not answer that question. All I know is it's crazy. So let's go ahead and remove this slab away. Congratulations. There we go. All yours. Shipping no bags. I might have a Venom in the Cool Kids box. Shipping no bags. I might have a Venom in the Cool Kids box. Let's see. Venom. Aha! Very good. Okay, good. Toss this back up here. All right. How nice. Maybe a bubble if you buy single slabs, but boosters is probably still safe. Nah, it's all pricey, man. Yeah, like that. Okay. So Joshua, put those together. And you want some shipping? Okay. This is not going to weigh very much. This will have a signature confirmation set on it. So this package costs enough that it will have the signature confirmation with it, okay? Pricey little package when you add that signature confirmation. Jesus. Ah, there it goes. All right. I've kind of learned how to play around with the software to get it to finally print. There it goes. Let's stick this in a bag together. I tried having a Walmart shopper buy me more of these baggies that we use for our channel. And then they got me the wrong baggie. So now I got like 8 boxes of the wrong baggie. How stupid, man. I don't know why people can't just buy the thing that you put on the list. They're like, well, you don't really want that one in particular, do you? Let's get you this other one. It's like, no, it really matters. I want the one. Here's James Beam, a Dark Gyarados. Here you go, James. Okay, lovely. We're seeing some of these new cards from BGS sell through. You got to treat it like the TV and smack it a couple times. Yeah. Smack what? Okay, we got Clefable. Ooh. That's why I have to tell cares these days. Here's Meryl. Here's a very nice Spectra Zapdos if you're looking for a good card. Here is a Suicune Poker Deck with a special low price and Mr. Adam Pashuis's Latios 10. It is the Japanese airline cards. Sport cards are proof that Pokemon will continue to thrive. I think that's probably the perspective people are going to have on it from here on out. I don't think it's going to have the post Logan Paul blues this time. Because, you know, there was that colossal meteoric price spike during his base set booster box opening. And there were copycats and stuff like that for a while. And that all kind of died down. And the inflation began. No more COVID checks. The inflation begins. We have the post Logan Paul blues. Scarlet Violet comes out to poor reception mostly. Poor reception. And Pokemon cards hit a low point for a little while. We didn't even know it was a low point. And then it kind of starts to explode in January. This time around, I don't think it's going to die off. I don't know. I feel like the fact that it rebounded so well, I think people will have a different perspective on the card hobby. They'll have a stronger belief in it. All right. We have Miss 6. 1 Destined Rivals, 1 Paldea Evolved. Taking a shot at the English Boosties. There we go. Look at that. All right. Lovely. Okay. Good. All right. What do we got? Luxray. Oh, Luxray. And Heatrom. Ooh, 2 cold ones. I'm sorry, 6. We want 2 hot ones. We are. If we are having a slow night, I might be able to work on Mr. LaFlame's final box of cards that I agreed to do a... we have Mr. Waldbeer, 3 English OP9s. Keep them. So 6, I'm going to keep them. Hey, how's it going, Mr. Wildbeer? How's it going? Ta-da! Don't go anywhere, guys. We still got that Tyranitar to hand out. It is a Thursday night, Friday morning, so I am not going anywhere. We might do a round of pre-grades for our friend, Mr. LaFlame. He is a big customer. We really like him. He's treated us very well over time. We gotta help him out. Yeah. Some hollows. Dracule Mihawk. Aha, and this stuff. Good. Okay. Lovely. Good, amazing, working a lot. Good, amazing, working a lot. Nice. Tossing that over there. I bought some German cards today, Mr. Waldbeer. Did you know that? Not today. They actually arrived today. Yeah, I bought some German cards. They arrived today. I don't know if you saw them. I don't think I showed them the nighttime stream, did I? Where'd they go? They're over here, perhaps. Yeah, here they are. Look at this. Pot Rot and Hundoster. Look at that, guys. Sky Ridge German, Aquapolis German. How fun is that, everybody? Oh, I missed Germany. Little treat in between. Oh. Gift. What is this? Giftiger? Spiechel? Das Verteidigend Pokemon is it? I can't remember if you pronounce the J or if it's a yeah. Jets Vergiftet. Oh man. Dieser angefügt diesem Pokemon 20 Schadenspunkte zu. Die Schadenspunkte dieses Angriffs werden nicht durchschwach. So many people trying not to default on their house debt. Oh yeah, that's real dangerous. Yo, it's scary out there, man. It's scary out there. Yeah, Karis and I can't seem to decide what we want to do. We're kind of frozen right now. We're frozen. We're working on preparing our houses to sell, but we're frozen in fear of giving up a good thing. We're not sure. We have not decided where to move. But we lean toward Tennessee, believe it or not. Right now, we're leaning toward Tennessee. Schaden is shadow. Don't blankle with shuckle. Yes, I got those. I got another thing, too. Did I show you guys this? Let's see. So, first of all, did you guys see the cards that they would not grade at BGS? Look, crude. See, this is too crude. They won't grade it. Off to PSA it goes. Should I bother sending this to PSA? Okay, service unavailable. I guess this one was too crude as well. Look at that. I don't know. That's official Weiss product, dude. And last but not least, an actual naked card. That is also Weiss. That is a Weiss Sneaker Bunko card. So all those shall go to another company. Set that over there. Schatten is shadow. Schatten means damage. Oh. Resistance, Pokepowers, Pokebodies, Odor Andre, Dieses Pokemon, Betrefende, Effecte, Beeinflusst. So here is one of my favorite vintage cards. It's the Carddass Charizard. I bought a couple of these in the past, and now I'm picking up another one. I think that means I have a total of 4 now. Tempted to buy one more, but I don't think I can afford it right now. I have to maintain my cash very carefully because we have to prepare for the mega set coming out pretty soon. We got a Japanese mega set coming up, and then we also have we already did the pre-order for the English we did the pre-order for the English black and white. That's what we did. English black and white. And then I just paid for the PRB2. We are planning on picking up some of that new, what's it called? Gundam. Yeah, Gundam is being turned into a card set, so we're preparing for that. My wife's a huge Gundam fan. She's so excited that I'm getting Gundam that she's like, I'll stream it. And she's like, I want to grade some. So she actually really likes Gundam. So we might let her do some of those things. Gift is poison. Really? Gift? Gift Gear Special? That's so funny because gift in English is something nice you give somebody. Wassenkörper, jeder Schaden der Patrat durch Angriff zugefügt wird how do you say 20 in German? Is this something with a Zweizig or something? A Zweizig reduziert? All right. Yeah, but Gundam comes out at the end of the month, I believe. Gundam soon. Okay. I just put an order and forgot to put that I'll need a new bag. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks for the order. Thank you, Mr. Wildbeer, for the order. Now we've got an order from, holy man, Tyler McCash. Prismatic SPC, please. Oh, yes. Okay, the Prismatic SPC coming right up. All right. Svansig. Yeah, okay, I was close. Good. That is, I think, what it is. Okay, give me one moment. Oh, nope, that's not what we want. Which part are you from, Waldbeer? Okay, so let me go grab a nice SPC sealed case. here we are. Good, 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 good. Yes, look at this. Ah. Lived in Bavaria for 4 years. Oh, that's cool. Let's see. Bavaria is the good side of town. Ugh. I don't know. I don't like Oktoberfest, though. You don't like Oktoberfest? That's too bad. Too noisy? You don't drink, maybe? I don't drink. All right. Air Force parents. Oh, that's cool. Toss this. So, Mr. Tyler McCansh opening up this SPC. Are you ready? We got this guy. Oh, wait a second. We don't want that. So you got this thing. And we got this thing. Unless you don't want these things, okay? You just let me know. All right, there we go. All right. All right. Outside of Nuremberg. Tossing this. I'll take it all. Okay. So whenever you go to ship your stuff, mention that you need one of the play mats then maybe. And do me a favor on the shipping. Toss in a couple extra dollars because the playmat and all them are going to make the shipping unusually large. Here it is. All right, so you got a really nice looking Eevee. I like it. Okay, and let's start snooping these. So this is a big order, guys. This is the Prismatic Evolutions grab this. SPC Super Premium Collection. Can I prepay for shipping? You could, but it would be best for you to do it when it's time to ship so that you can warn me to write some information down on a label. That's what we need. Whenever the label prints, we need to be able to write down a note that you have this really unusual thing to go look up. Because then we have to go hunt down some of these parts for you. Here we are. These are unusual items we don't normally ship, so we got to mention that to Alexis, or she won't know. And if you don't mention it to me, I won't know either. Here we are. I still want to get one of those play mats. Here we are. Okay. Okay. Good. So this is for Mr. Tyler. What do we got? We've got Miltank Leafeon. Oh, what a nice golden card. Iron Leaves. Ooh. Very clean looking, actually. Never perfect, huh? I see the tiniest white dot on it. Here is, but you never know. That might still grade 10. So here is Whimsicott. Here's Professor's Research. Oh, he's researching. I'll just pay for shipping right now. That can work too. We can have Miss Alexis shipping out. Okay. And Janine. And Flutamane. And Regigigas. Ah, Regigigas. Very nice. Here's Professor. Oh, do I have a fly on me? What the hell? God, I hate flies so much. Summertime, you get the flies, you know. Professor Turo's Scenario. Come on, we need an SIR, please. Just give us an SIR. I start begging. Ooh, Ortega. He sure has pink hair. Okay. No son of mine. Here's Lugia. Lugia's not bad. I like the Lugia. Good. Here's Eevee. Eevee's not bad. I'll just pay for Odie with it. All right, we got 2 more. Come on, dude. Glaceon. Devastating, man. Oh my god, devastating. Wow. That was a whole box, whole sealed box. Prismatic SPC. Just as tough to open as ever before. I don't know. I think they decided this would be the hardest set to open. They said give them a set where it's impossible to pull the hits. That's really crazy. Eevee, Lugia, Ortega, Turo, Regigigas. So you got 1 golden card out of there, and then you also got the Eevee. Wow. Man, that is so tough. That is so tough, man. I see that over and over again. The prismatic set is just the most difficult set. Yes, all right. Good. Got the gold card, though. He did get a gold card. That is true. All right. I won't buy it. Toughest set I can remember in any TCG. Yeah, but it must feel really good to pull your own chase card out, you know? Must feel really good. I will mention this, since we're watching these go by. We have a 1 in 19 Jolteon break here. That is the English version. 1 in 19 odds. You can jump in here. No one's in this yet. This is another card I will not remove from the table until it's sold. It has to sell. It's going to feel like hitting the lotto. I know, it's got to have a feeling like that. It must be really intense. Okay, so let's jump over here and let's turn off signature confirmation and let's increase the weight because some of the stuff is heavy. Okay. We're going to hit print postage. There we go. Try that ink a little bit if I can. Okay, and let's pop this in here. Good. And now we'll take this and we'll go grab the other thing too and put it on a shelf. Very nice. I can just get rid of that. Okay. Thank you, Tyler. That was a big order. I love it, man. Love it. Really nice. Really nice. Let's put Tyler McCansh up here for fun, huh? You got Tyler. Okay. And let's go ahead and roll this. Austin. Crazy. Mr. Crazy. Crazy KR. All right. Whoa. You've never made it on before? Ooh, hiccups. That's because it's always like Bear in the Woods and Cody Hodges and like 2 other guys. They get on every time. Here's Alakazam. Here's Starmie. That's a nice Topps card. Lovely. That is the Vintage Booster Pack break. Here is a Pupitar. poopy because nobody wants it. Our nice Squirtle and Chikorita. And also this Hello Kitty. Ah, Sonic the Hedgehog. All right, there we go. Good. All right, we're going to jump over here. And we're in the Pricey July channel. Let's take a nice picture of all these. All right, good. Oops. Ugh. All right, and this goes actually into the commission box because it's a commission slab. How nice is that? Now, do we have more cards we can place up here? Please. All right, we got this Emerald Pikachu going up. And then we have this Umbreon Reverse Hollow. He'll be for 700. Let's see. Ah, I'm kidding. You get a new rat. There. What do you think? Should we sell DP's challenge card? Gym break card? We got some expensive cards here. And we got these beautiful guys. We'll let them rotate. Okay. Hope the weekend turns it around for you, Austin. All right, let's see. That's Pop 1 Full Armor Gundam. These vintage Gundam cards might become more desirable now that there's a full brand new Gundam set coming out. This Tyranitar is a 54 tag 10. Let me go ahead and turn this into a break. Okay. Okay. Very nice. What do we have in this pile? Charizard. What is all this stuff? Got a bunch of stuff in a bag. Weird. A moment I can chill a minute, just pricing what to do the best current breaks look like. I don't know. What are these? Does anyone recognize these? What is this? This kind of, to me, looks like an abandoned Slabs situation. Oh, I think it is. That's from January 2022, huh? From 2022. Wow. Of course, back then, this wouldn't have been worth as much. It wasn't free either, but it wasn't worth the colossal amount like it is today. All right, so this is just sitting over here, I guess. Mystery box. Oh, the mystery box. Mr. Tyler. Now we've got Tyler McCann shipping on the Prismatic. Oh, you're too kind. You included $15. Really nice. Here's Tyler McCann. 1 box of Japanese Battle Partners, please. Japanese Battle Partners. That's one I haven't seen in a while. Let me go grab that. We'll do a combined shipping for you. How does that sound? So first, I got to find some Battle Partners. Where do I keep them? That's not Battle Partners, and this looks like the night one. So that's Heat Wave, that's night, whatever you call it. All right, I got to go find some Battle Partners. You guys be good. I'll be... Oh, we got a box right here. Wait, this isn't our last box, though, is it? Hopefully not. Ray Dibs. Yeah, that was a good-looking card, huh? Okay. Here goes. That's your mystery product, mystery abandoned bags. Get priced by you blind to us with me. There we go. Here's this and this. That all appears to be really, really old stuff. So it's been abandoned for a very long time. And I think I said, all right, it's been long enough. Time for these to go. Very nice. All right. Snipping these. I won't even regrade. Keep the TCC slab. There we go. And here's this guy. All right. And here is this guy. Neat. That's a whole box of battle partners for Tyler McCansh. Did everyone go to bed, or is my chat lagging? Looks like I'm talking to myself. Looks like everyone went to bed. Oh, look at that Iona. Nice. Wake up, wake up! I should go get the bell. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, a little Snorlax. Good. Hold. Reshiram. I got a price on Team Rocket Japanese. Pretty low. Tempted to buy a couple extra cases. Definitely one of my favorite sets. But how long would it take for it to go up in value, I wonder? Here's a Zoroark. You know, it just didn't... That set just didn't have the same pulls in it that you would be expecting. And it makes you kind of want to order... So you got a Mareep. He's the best. Trying to make a blockchain application. Wait, I want to make a blockchain application. There we go. Here's... You gotta be kidding me, dude. He opens one box and pulls Lily's Clefairy. That's nuts. Wow. And that was like the last box. Remember I said that? I said, I think this is the last box. Wow, what a snipe tonight. You know, this is one of the cheaper sets in English, too. And it's my opinion that it is a good set. It is not going to do bad over time. Lily's Clefairy is an awesome card. Let's go. You did it. This treated you way nicer than that Prismatic, man. Prismatic was slapping you around. It was like, who's my bitch? Dang, dude. It's a good card. Here we are. Definitely helps to be pulling that. Here's Noivern. All right. Here's a cold one. Here is the sheep. Meh. We've got a cold one. Clip it. That might be a clippable moment. I mean, it's like is that the top card from this set? That is the top card, is it not? Here we are. Here is a Tyranitar. A cold one. Oops. The packs are jumping around. All right. Clefairy. Yes, it is. That's what I thought. Clefairy is the top pull from the set. All right. Let's set this back over here. I wish they made a Lily Full Art Trainer in this set. Lily's Clefairy will have to do. All right. Wow. So good looking. Such a creative looking artwork. So crisp. Okay. Okay. And, oops, don't go anywhere. Definitely the top card. That's why I bought the box. You bought the box for that one, and then you pull it. Wow. So many special moments on our stream like this. It makes me happy. Very cool, man. I love seeing the, basically the jackpot getting hit. Not bad. Okay, let me go put this in your baggie with your other stuff. You're welcome to add anything else you want to that bag as well, okay? So if you end up wanting to go deeper tonight, we can do that for you. I'm really thirsty. I'm going to go grab my drink real fast. I didn't bring it in the room. That cat was inside of our house, and then he meowed me over to the door and had me open the door for him. It's so funny. All right, here we are. Got my drink. Ugh. If you're enjoying the stream, take a second and hit the like button. Cold. That is so cold. All right, cool. Where are we? So now we've got Mr. Justin. He says 5 Poke Shuffles and the Tyranitar break. Okay. Mr. Justin. Ah, here we are. So you haven't been in a lot of breaks. That's interesting. This could be the one that goes poorly. Looks like it used to be for Oscar. Okay. You wanted 5 of these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There it goes. What do we have here? We've got nothing. That's a straight cold round. All right, Poke Shuffles, devastating. We need some fresh cards in that Poke Shuffle box too, you know. Poke Shuffle box moves so fast, I can't keep up with it. The very pricey, very spicy Carddass Gengar. There's one of them in the world for sale. It's mine. I don't know if there's another one for sale, actually. Here is another Gengar. I am the Gengar master. I've got Gengar Carddass, and here is a Haunter Topps Animation Series 2 foil, and that is also super rare. Pop 13, Pop 33, Pop 4. Talking about exceptionally rare cards. This guy, the Gold Charizard, huh? He's cool. He could be the chase card of the Poke Shuffle. That'd be neat, wouldn't it? Yeah, he'd be a neat card. How many spots is 19 or something? No, not 19. How many spots is that? 10 is 50. So what's 35? 7? 17? Okay. Let's get him in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So we got 17 for the Burger King, King of Burgers. Burger King Zard. Okay, Burger King Zard. What is EXMT? MT stands for mint, and EX stands for excellent. So putting a fancier card up in here because we need it. All right. Good. Good, good, good. There you go, balancing the table out. Now we have an order. Beatrice Monas, get me in the Tyranitar. Ooh. Beatrice is going after the Tyranitar herself. Here goes. So, right here. Beatrice is on the right side, and Mr. Justin shall be on the left side. Does PSA still grade Burger King cards? As far as I know, they only grade the Charizard from that set. All right. So Justin and Beatrice. Oh, wait, we don't need this. What we need is this. Now we're going to play a little game of Pokemon. Okay, ready? This Tyranitar, obviously, I graded a lot of them, and they are almost all sold. Very popular card, very affordable, and yet so nice looking, and probably going to go up in price over time. Justin with an energy card on his first round. Beatrice with a strong Togekiss. Justin winning with the weaker Pokemon, but because of the energy card, his HP is 160. He wins by 10 HP on the first round. Wow. Round 2. Oh, no. Your only way to beat him, he just pulled computer search. It's like a win card. You got to pull the top card right now, Beatrice. Boom. Oh, he's going to get you. So he uses computer search and immediately pulls out. There it goes. Oh, look how close that Garchomp was, too. You almost had it. You were close to it. So he's going to pull out Electivire. Beatrice, this round does go to Justin French. I'm going to start praying for you. Dear RNGesus. All right. You've had a tough round, clearly. Justin taking his second win ever. Close, but no banana. Just crazy luck the past few days. I'm going to get you some free cards here, okay, Beatrice? Because that's what we do on these breaks sometimes. You get these free Disney cards. Okay, that's a round of 5 of them. By the way, anyone can have 15 of these poker cards for $5 if you ever want to own some Disney year 100 anniversary poker cards. Perfectly gradable. We've graded these before. PSA does grade these. All right. All right, there they are. Let's go grab your bag. This taco is missing crucial component. For example, where is banana? We are. I think I saw somewhere that they said the other ones won't fit in the slabs. Kind of a sad thing when you think about it, because that means there's a lot of ungraded Burger King cards. Okay, so Justin. Tossing that. Grabbing one of these. Good. Chansey 9. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Chansey's going up. Time for Chansey's turn in the box. Poker Chansey 9. Okay. Oops, this goes over here. And Poker Chansey goes up here. And we need to plug in the iPad. It's about to die. There we go. All right. Lovely Magnemite. Lovely Carddass break. Tossing that out a little bit. We've been showing off nothing but expensive cards lately, but also we have to price up these brand new Beckett slabs. This time we have Fujimi Fantasia, Unstoppable Throbbing. My God, dude. This character is really interesting because she's in a bathtub or something, and if you zoom in, she's got like her boobies out, but there's no nipples. They just didn't draw them. I mean, maybe they are implying that her hair is covering the nipples, but that's not really how nips work. Very strange. All right, let's look this card up. Let's type in Fujimi. Throbbing. And let's just see. Oh, I typed in Thorbing. Oops. Doobie-doobie-doo. Here is the lower rarity version of the card. Does somebody have the higher rarity version? What do we have? Number 036 Triple R. We have the full art version of the card. I can't tell if this one's a full art. Yeah, I can't clearly see if this is the holographic version. I don't think it is. I think we have the holographic version and these other ones are non-holo. So let me check this. Let me check sold. Wow, I really just can't tell. This is frustrating. I think there's a holographic version and a non-holographic version. Oh man, it's so hard to price these girl cards because I never know what we're looking at. I think holo is triple R rarity. I don't know. I feel like I've seen non-holo triple Rs. Let me just see. Like, look, this one claims to be triple R. It doesn't really depict any holographicness to it at all. And they want just $16 for it. Now, this one is triple R, right? But it actually, once again, doesn't depict any hollowness. They're always hollow, but have a common non-hollow one. Maybe you guys are right. So then the cheapest one would be around 70, but we have a pristine 10. I'm going to ask a higher price on this one so that it sticks around a little longer. This is the BGS pristine 10. We're going to go for 80. I think holo is triple R, non-holo is CR. All right, so here's this. And we're going to let this one fester a little bit. I feel like this one belongs in that waifu shuffle. If you want it on the table, I won't buy it. There it goes. What do we have here? Isn't that a pity? Indomitable SR. Look at this card, man. What's that, like her butt crack? Jesus, bro. Taking a picture of her own butt. I don't know. A belfie? A butt selfie? So this is an Azure Lane Volume 2 card. Indomitable. Yo, she's taking a selfie. Yes, she is, man. Oh, wow, look. They got statues of this one. Look at that. Same deal. She's got her phone taking a picture of her butt. What the hell? Who buys this stuff? Oh, probably the same person who might buy the card, actually, so maybe I shouldn't be judging. Azure Lane, you know, that's what I'm all about. I can't be judging anything. I sell anything to anyone. Let's see, but we need to type in Weiss so that we actually get what we're looking for. And now, let's see. We got a 9.5 on that. This will be cheaper as a result of the 9.5. Mr. Shaming me. I'm not shaming you. I promise. You can buy it. I don't judge you. All right. Scooby Dooby Doo Doo. Do 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 do. Okay, so once again, we've got some of these girl cards popping up on the table. We have no orders in the queue. We're having a slow Thursday. Plymouth. Wow, got a 9.5. I'm telling you, BGS, super duper duper tough. They do not want to hand out any good grades. Okay. This time, I'm not so sure that the black label made up for all of these 9.5s. Sometimes the black labels make up for it. Oh my God, they're asking for so much for the pristine 10 on this. I don't see any 9.5s for sale. Okay, so this card's actually kind of expensive. I think this card's going to be cross-graded to PSA. Regraded, let's say. Let's take a picture of this one before we send it out, because we like to do that. I have a channel called the Regrade channel. It's hidden. We want to take a picture of that. We want to see if this one has a chance at the PSA 10. It's worth a lot of money. So, I mean, we could try to sell it as a 9.5. Let's give, you know what? Let's give it a chance to sell first. Let's give it a chance to sell first, okay? So we'll give this card a chance to sell as a 9.5. And if it does not, then we will be sending it out to crack. To be cracked. Okay, good. I love it when the marker has a nice pointy tip because it writes so nicely on these tiny labels. Okay. Happy Thursday night, Friday morning to you all, by the way. Hope you guys have been having a good week. You got to enjoy the good weeks when you have a good week. Got to enjoy them. Oh, there's another one of the Gyarados. I'm going to start saving these now for our friend. Oh, this is a nice one, isn't it? Look at that. Pristine Doggy Girl Bark. Okay. Pristine Doggy Girl. Okay. This one is sold, I believe. Okay, Doggy Girl time. So if you guys did not know this, we added a black label card to the Waifu Shuffle. This could also get added to the Waifu Shuffle. We're about to find out. Sneaker Kurumi. 10 Sneaker Kurumi. Oh, so she's this other character too, huh? I'm going to be setting this at $100. Okay. All right. I have a Doggy Girl card law. Nice to see some hit the table and not all go to the shuffle. Appreciate that. Yes. We want to have enough to be able to do that. The Waifu Shuffle's not empty anyways. There's actually a pretty decent number of girl cards already in it. So we're trying to grade that many of them that we can do that. All right, so now we have Carlos Chaveras. Belfie Slab. All right, let's grab this. Ooh. Good. Okay. And let's see. All right, so the Belfie slab is gone. There are no other orders in the queue. Fujimi Fantasia Bunko Volume 2, Rias, Love, Love Beyond. Dang, dude. That's ridiculous. Okay. Normal breasted girl. Okay, this is what they mean when they mean 2 large chicken breasts. Okay. Mr. Killing my wallet tonight. Hopefully. So this is Fujimi Volume 2. Love, Love Beyond. Love, Love Beyond. Okay. I don't think that's right. How about Fujimi Rias? Ah, here we are. Whoa. Those are some huge prices. I'm looking for our particular card, though. Let's see. All right, this card tends to be really expensive. Oh my gosh, there's a bunch of CGC 10s of it at 150. What is this called? Rias 76. Okay, so people are real crazy about that character. Oh my god, there's some really expensive... Oh, here we go. I found it in a BGS 10. $120, $130. That it? Okay. So the BGS one is actually cheaper than the CGC version. Oh, but wait a second. That was a... Oh, I'm sorry. That was a BGS Pristine 10. We got the 9.5. All right, so let me think about it. Obviously, we can't do 130 then. Let's go with $30 off. So, long story short, redheaded girl sells for more money. Don't know why. High school DXD, I have so many I need to grade. Ooh, evolutions. I signed a big submission to tag, praying for 10s. Be prepared to get 0 10s. Welcome to the pain of grading XY evolutions. You shall have no 10s. Here's Lily, the Flower Garden. From Fujimi Fantasia Bunko Volume 2. Okay. I got a 9.5. So, Fujimi. Lily. Signature. Oops. Here it is. It's called Fujimi Fantasia. Lily. Lots of people don't say signature in theirs. So weird. How about Lily SP? Okay, that works. So it's not a cheap card. The actual raw card's kind of pricey for this one. Let me check sold. Okay. There's no graded ones sold recently, though. Okay. Oops. We need an actual sleeve. Send 20 for Slab Away, Doggy Girl, Pristine 10. Doggy Girl, away! Okay. Here's this. Yes, that's that enviable Pristine 10, huh? Okay, this price is based on the idea that it is a 9.5. Oh, very similar to this one, in fact. So this one has been taken, I've been told. All right, let's see. Here's Mr. Gabriel Galagos. So you're putting this card into Slab Away. Okay. I'm going to go set that up for you and Slab Away. So it's a cheaper card. As a result, it is only a $10 slab away. It's going to say July 25, Gabriel Gallegos. And it's going to say 10 Doggy Girl. $100, $90 remains. So you got $90 left on it. Okay. Very nice. Okay. Waifu selling like hotcakes. Give me them cakes. Will this fit? Yeah, that fits. Okay, good. Now we have a Christine Andrews. Can I ship my bags and slabs I have? I would also like sealed in my package 5 Korean rocket, 1 base scarlet, 3 black flame Korean. Yes, let's go grab those for you. Okay, so we need 3 of these. 5 rocket. Where are my rockets? Blasting off again. Here's some rockets. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Tossing that. Do we have a fresh box of rocket? Please have a... No, we don't have a fresh box. No, wait. Is that one right over there? Please. Here it is. Yes, perfect. Okay. Fresh box of rocket. Rocket Korean, one of the best-selling sets right now. Did you guys know that? All right, there we go. Yeah, definitely some of the grill slabs have sold, which is a good thing because I need to pay off the cost of all that grading. Man, that was a lot of money. Grading is definitely not free. All the money generated there is just needed in order to break even on the cost of the actual grading. Kind of frustrating when you think about it. There is a Scarlet Violet. I was waiting for you to make more book packs to use my 2 bags I paid for you before you ran out, but instead I will use it on this order. No problem, man. Yes, why don't you enjoy the cards when they get to your place, and we will eventually have more book packs. I am just so swamped with stuff. It's too bad you can't just come over here and make them for me or something. I am super swamped. Where did we run into you? Here it is. Here it is. Okay, perfect. And now let's do one of these. Let's pull some of these out like this. Make that bag a little smaller, actually. This bag will make this bag just a little bit smaller. Okay. Get a 3rd bag now. You have a 3rd bag. Pop all these inside. All right. There we go. Lovely. We'll grab this box. And one of these. And one of these. Oh, does it fit? Is this box too small? Surely this box is not too small. It is not. Perfect. The perfect size, in fact. All right. Here we have the Christina address. How heavy is this? Quite heavy, so we're going to include an extra pound. Whew. Quiet night, huh, guys? Quiet the night. I like it quiet. Print this. Oh, come on, man. Just print, please. I swear, I just want one more label out of you. Please, just give us one more. Ha-ha! Victory. Easy, easy, easy. Yeah, I can't believe BGS rejected those cards. What a lame move. All right, so Lex is going to have plenty to do tomorrow. Gabriel says 2 Poke Shuffles, 2 Pokemon English McDonald's Dragon. Oh, yeah, we sold a ton of those Dragon packs, although they've slowed down recently. Oh, what is this Espeon doing? Let me put this Espeon up here. All right, let's just see. Do I have one more McDonald's? That would be nice. Of course I do not have one more. which means I get to stand up for one box of McDonald's. Shoot me. Let's go find it. Oh. All right, one more box of Mickey D's. Mickey some of D's and Mickey some of Do's. Haha. So, 2 of these and 2 Pokey Shuffles. Got a Pokey Shuffle number 1 and Pokey Shuffle number 2. Hope Miss Alexis can find that Charmander poker slab. Charmander poker slab. What are you talking about? Put these here. And let's get it. What are we going to pull here? 1, 2, 3. Oh, I know what you're talking about. You mentioned that. No luck. No luck this time in the Pokey Shuffles. You were saying that there was a slab that was not included last time, right? Is it possible to ship 2 tag slabs for $20 international because the weight is minimal? I think that's possible. Yeah, we could try that out. Would you like to try that out? We can test that theory out. I am again late for the free Tyranitar. We are. Oh, look at that Pikachu, man. Nice, nice, nice. Pack number 1, Pikachu. That's why that set does so well. Pack number 2. Hydreigon. Nice, nice, nice. Look at that Hydreigon. All right. What are those? Here we are. These are the McDonald's Dragon Packs. They're on the menu. They've been on the menu the whole time. Okay, let's find your bag. Enriquez, Garrett, Gavin. Okay. And if I beg for some cards, everyone makes an objective. An objective? Not a relative? All right, there we go. Tossing these back up here. And having a sip. No begging, says Andy. All right, there we go. Here's a ride-on. Oh, yeah. Giovanni's Gyarados. We have the Sanrio Break. That's a gym break. $700 Choinsy coin. It's Choinsy. And this lovely Slowpoke. Ooh. A new box of Rocket, you say. Can I get 4 more packs added to my order? Yes, we can do that for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right. Can I cram these on the side of the box, perhaps? Okay, all good. We got it. See, everyone is making an objection. I object, Your Honor. I'm making an objection. All right, what do we got? Let's see. Refresh, refresh, refresh. The queue is clear. All right, we got a clear queue. Here we have Azure Lane Volume 2, Booty Cheeks, grading 9.5. Unbelievable. 9.5. You're killing me, BGS. You're killing me, BGS. There we go. Oh. Very nice. Pay for your stuff and no one cares. Beg for your stuff and everyone loses their mind. All right, so we have Azure Lane. Dewey. More like Dewey in the Booty Cheeksies. Oh my gosh, the app is breaking again. Why does it do this? It crashes so often. Probably my phone's getting pretty old. Okay. There's no graded ones? Really? No one bothered grading this. Oh, here we go. They did bother grading it. It's sold over and over again. So this one's popular. This one sells a lot. There's none for sale because they all sold. That's what's going on. So we've got one for sale. It's going to be for $50. Yeah, wait a second. Is this copyrighted? They're going to have one song copyright our whole stream. Nah, let's back out of here. Dude, I bet they're going to copyright the whole dang stream. Oh, you played our song for 20 seconds? All right. All 3.5 or 4.5 hours of your stream belong to us now. Great. And it auto-played, too. I didn't even choose it. It just freaking auto-played. I guess 6 plus me counts for everyone now. I'm almost due for one. My iPhone 13 needs an upgrade. The underwater melody is goated. All right. I didn't even realize it was playing. It took me a second. I said, wait a second. There's no way that's not copyrighted. Okay. All right. Good. Here's this cardigan. What did we sell this for last time? I don't remember. Was it like 29? Didn't we sell one of these just tonight? We sold one of these tonight. It was for 25 and it sold already. So let's get another one of those running. How many cards we sold a couple cards tonight. Oops. Mr. Ain't got no pancake mix. That's right. What? All right. All right. Very nice. Is Jay here? We're about to hand out the free Tyranitar. Is going to say 25. Good. All right. There we go. Okay. Here's Bear in the Woods. How does Bear in the Woods always get on this list? Bear. James Trimble. James Baxter. Okay. Doom. All right. Aovic. Ao. All right. And we will let Miss Tammy take spot number 20. She does a lot of the break links for us. That's really nice. So let's go ahead and roll it up. Landing on number 1, in fact. Look at that. All the way in the beginning. Edwin Delsid. You know how he got on that list, right? Edwin Delsid is a person who has been subscribed for 1 year at least. And so as a result, we did a subscriber-only mode, and that's how he got in at the beginning. He was a subscriber. Edwin Delsid gets a free $45 PSA 10 Tyranitar tonight. That's not bad. All right, cool. Here's Altaria 9. Dang, dude. They even said my Altaria is not even good enough for the 9.5. Why do they grade so hard? Why do they do it? Arcana Altaria. What's interesting about the cards that I send to BGS is I actually look them over a little harder than I would the PSA cards because I don't want to waste my time getting 9s and 9.5s. And so this, all right, so it's pretty easy to price this. We just get the price of a 9 on this. 9.5s are always a little debatable. You're like, how should I price a 9.5? But 9s are easy. A 9 is a 9, and so it gets the price of a 9. Okay. Oops, 25. Good. Nice. What is this? Kadakawa Sneaker Bunko Lover's Trip. Also grading 9.5. Terrible, man. Terrible grades. So this is going to be called Sneaker Bunko 125. What's the actual number say? Yeah, 125 SP. There it is. That was easy. Okay. Whoa. The pristine 10 sells for 500. The cheapest raw signature version of the card is 150. That to me sounds like a card we need to test out with PSA. But before we do that, we are going to go ahead and price it up. So this card should be crossed over to PSA, but we will make it available before that point. We'll be pricing it around, I think, $300. So it has a chance to be snatched before PSA. Again, the pristine 10 is $480. We're $180 cheaper. Let's see. That's why grades are not 10s. Been watching since 2020, I think, or maybe 2019, but never a member. Aw, Austin. Austin. What? What? Come on, Austin. You really gonna do me like that? Aw, man. Alright, so pulling out a very important box now. This is LaFlame's last box for me to look at. Let me go into our Discord server and mark this time stamp for him. LaFlame, add here. We begin the last of your pre-grades at 3/12/00. All right, so there we go. Oh, there we go. Oh, somebody just sent in an order. Let me get to that, Carlos. Let me see what you bought. New box of Rocket. Oh, that was Christine. Hold on. Let me refresh here. Let's just see what that was. So, Mr. Carlos picks up Dewey SR Slab. The Dewey Decimal System. Here it is, Dewey. Thank you, Mr. Carlos. All right, and so what we'll be working on for the next minute or two, we will be getting some pre-grades done for our friend, Mr. LaFlame. Needs work. Oh, okay, so you ready? Oh, you just have a lot. So, whoa, man, I don't know. All right, grading all these, huh? Off center this corner to that corner. Same. They're from the same pack, aren't they? Bottom to top, off center. This corner to that corner. Yep, this to this. Left to right, that one's real bad. Centering is bad here to here. Here to here. Here to here. Okay, different set. Centering is immediately better. White dot, upper corner. Centering is good. White dot, upper corner, lower corner. Bell sprout. Bell sprout's got an issue in the lower corner. Illumized. Wouldn't even bother grading this anyways. Lower corner. Love disc. Lower corner, big dot. Black belt. I don't know. You take a quick look. Yeah, he's got back corner. Unknown. Ah, so nice. White dot up here. Okay, he's out. Cricketoon. He's out. Holographic energy print line here. Actually, this one's pretty good on the back, but it does have a print line. Yep, print line right there. Okay, print line. Yo, this is a free pre-grade for Mr. LaFlame. We like him. He's a big customer. He's treated me very good for a long time. And we make sure that he knows what he has. He's an international buyer. And we want to give him the upper hand here. Nope, that one's no good. Snover. I wouldn't bother grading a Snover anyways. He just sucks. White dot on your Duskull. Starly. Centering's not perfect. Bad dot. Cyclone Energy. I mean, again, I wouldn't bother. Grovel. Oh, close. Half dot. This one's in the borderline. He's close. Borderline. Pokey Drawer. It's not bad, but I wouldn't risk it on the upper left-hand corner on the back. That's a half dot on Bronzor. I don't know. Dusknoir, he's a bit of a cooler Pokemon. Big white dot. Bench Shield. Nope. Shelgon. Nope. Out of all the years I've watched YouTube, this is the only channel that I've ever became a member on. Truly love to hear. Oh, that's so cool, man. There we are. Nose Pass. Nope. Wingull. Nope. Makuhita. By the way, you guys are totally welcome to send in fresh orders. You can send in more orders, but we're going to get this done real fast since we're having a slow moment. 2 off center, Slowpoke. And that's the sleeve. Slowpoke's kind of close. Here's Challenge. Nope. Ponyta. Nah. Little white edge there. Dot. Coughing. Nope. Goop Gas Attack. Eezo Gassy. Nope. Dark Golduck. Ooh. 2 fat on the bottom, on the front. Bad edges. Dark Persian. Okay. Big white dot. Drowsy. Drowsy's pretty close. Drowsy. Member for 15 months. Based and Pokepilled. What that means is he's a little more generous. He's actually donating a little bit of money. Because the cheapest thing you can do is get the normal membership. A little half dot on that one. Skeledurge. Nice card. Nice card. Flipping it around. Oh, might have a chance. Placing it in the good pile. Placing it in the good pile. Knockley. No. Pikachu. No. Off center on the top. Thin on the top. Big white dot. Rattata. Nope. Nope. It's got a little dent on the top edge. A little half dot. I wouldn't risk it. Eevee. Half dot. Half dot. 2 half dots. Oddish. It's always Oddish. Why does Oddish is always somewhat nicer? I don't know what it is. Looking for Black Label? No, I'm just giving him advice on what cards to potentially grade. I don't know if he would grade any of these commons, though. Nope. That's easy. Some of them are very, very easy to disqualify for a 10. Some require a closer look. Like, for example, that edge is odd. This one's pretty close, though. What is it? Slowpoke? Yeah, send it out. Squirtle. Not bad. You know what I should have done? I should have just offered to buy these from LaFlame because, you know, there's just a bunch of commons. You know, I don't know if he's going to grade these. I don't know if he's going to grade them. I might grade them over a long period of time, 1 or 2 here and there. Here's Drowsy. White dot on the bottom corner. Dratini. Multiple problems on the bottom corner. Too thin on the left. Porygon. Too thin on the left. Energy card. Too thin on the left. Okay, off-centering. So, out of all this huge stack of cards, of vintage cards, he did actually have a couple that look kind of nice. Here they are. So this baggie is done. TCC is the only membership I pay for. Any others were free gifts trying to entice me with their streams. Nice, man. That's cool. Yeah, we're hardcore, man. We've been going for a long time. I don't want to stop either. I'm pokey crazy, dude. I'm on my grind set. All I care about is this hobby. I don't care about anything else in life. This is pretty much it. And it's like a game that I'm playing, and I like to be very good at the game. Probably because I'm crazy. Here we are. Alright, here's Skeledirge. You know, it's funny, when I was younger, I thought about running a jewelry shop. And I always appreciated jewelry because it's so small, yet so pretty. And so expensive. Like the thought of gold and diamonds. And Pokemon cards fit perfectly into that category. They're very thin. They're as thin as a piece of paper, you know. And yet they're so pretty and so expensive. So they're like exactly what I thought about doing when I was younger. I like items that are small and expensive. Okay, here's some complimentary free sleeves. The way you think I should, I think you enjoy the complexity of jiu-jitsu, human chess in motion. I beat my brothers up a lot. My brothers and I fought all the time. And, you know, I also took dancing lessons when I was younger. So I've done a variety of physical body movement with other people's kind of things. Boy, we were a violent family. We were a super violent family. I don't know what it is. Too many kids crammed into too small of a home. The parents were violent. The parents were super violent. B. So this is now downgraded to B. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh my God, I don't know if I could do this all night. Wow, TCC of Violent Men. Oh man, it was so bad. It was so bad. Whoa, you got a lot, dude. What the hell? Nah, this would take all night. This would take all night. That would take a while. Where are we? Do we have some? Let me see if we have an order, actually. If we don't, then we keep going. I think boxing is what I'm going to try and do. Well, I was going to say, I don't really like to do any of the violence these days as an adult. Hate it. Maybe that's why I ran away from home in general. I just hated it. I hated it, dude. Everything was a conflict. Everything was an argument. Everything was a fight. And if it didn't go the right way, it was violence. Violence so fast. It was almost like a way of communicating. Like, hey, what's up? Punch. Wow. Cool Murkrow. White dot. Dunsparce. Thinner on one side. I hate to tell you, but it's not going to grade 10. Vaporeon. Oh, this is Sandstorm. White dot. Okay. Nuzleaf. Yeah, our family was so violent, dude. Horribly. Horribly violent. I've never been in trouble for violence my whole life. I left home and I was never violent again. Not my style. I don't like it. Here we are. I like this. I like to lay around and get massaged. How about that? That sounds nice. Lay around and get a massage. How about that? Stick to that, maybe. Way better. Let's see. It's very borderline. It's got a problem up here that you might be able to smooth out by rolling it out, and then it doesn't have a perfect edge. I think this one's very borderline, but it is Pikachu. I feel like it's worth testing. I'm surprised you didn't turn out really jacked up in the head, honestly, with that childhood. Yeah. Well, I've been through a lot. I'm 36 now, so I've had a lot of experiences. Besides my childhood, I'm almost as old on my own as I was when I left. You know, it's been like 18 years on my own, so I've had time to learn and grow and all those things, you know. I've had time to be out on my own. Oh, scratch on the front. Pikachu. And that right there. He's got the same issue as the other one. You could test it out, though. Yeah, I'd test these out. Master is jacked up in the head, though. Yeah, I always sometimes I think about those guys that got into fighting as like a career, and I always think, man, me and my siblings should have signed up for something like that. We'd have been good at it. It's about having, if you just have pure fiery rage and hatred for the person you're about to fight, you will win. That and skill. That and skill. If you have the right mood and the right skill, you will win. So you can't be an idiot. But if you're just filled with pure rage, you will win that fight. Let's see. Sometimes it's just having an obsessive hatred for the person right in front of you. And if you know how to channel that, it's like almost frightening to be around somebody like that, you know? Pure, unfiltered hatred. And you do not want to be fighting that person. That person is crazy. And it's, you know, fighting is sometimes just confidence. Let's see. Let's see. Hatred as pure as the ocean. Got to be that guy that says technical skill will beat rage every time. It's, well, think of it like, you're right. Technical skill is important, but fighters are very psychological too. Like, why did they end up in a ring in the first place? How did you end up at that point in life where you're in the ring? Is it just because you like swinging your arms around? I think fighters like to fight. I think that's what it is. Fighters like to fight. And I did a lot of fighting, and you win the fight when you're the angriest. When you have the biggest reason to fight, everyone else starts to lose their confidence. And, oh, right there, see that? Problem right there. Okay. These classic collection cards are tricky because they look really smooth, but they are not. See a little notch right there? This bottom corner is bigger than the other side. Imperfect edge. It's close, man. If you could smooth out that bump right there, I would send it in. I don't know if I would send it in without that. I am going to put it in the other pile. How does one get a classic collection? Oh, you guys don't remember this one? We used to sell this one. Here we are. I would say having the right mindset in the middle of the fight is very important because it gives you something called adrenaline. And adrenaline's crazy. If you can get like the purest dose of adrenaline, it's real crazy. It is like straight up super soldier serum. Oh, something wrong with the card here. Yeah, like something splashed on it almost. Weird. Damn, I missed out. I still have tons of classic collection, by the way. I have tons of it. Oh, bad edge on that one. That one's a bit smoother. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Not just a bit of dust. Is it part of the card? Nope. That is a dot on the card. That's too bad. That's the Blastoise. That sucks. Bad edge right there. Yep. Okay. If you could just smooth this out, LaFlame, it might still be worth it. This one is smooth. That's a centering. Okay. I've set the bones back in my hands after breaking from pure adrenaline. Didn't feel a thing. Yeah, I've witnessed that kind of stuff. I've experienced it myself. Yeah, we were so undeniably crazy when we were younger. Oh, Misty's Tears, so good. This one's going to grade probably about an 8 because of the size of the off-centering here. Would I grade it? Yeah, I'd still grade it. Yeah, problem on the back too. Some sort of Do you see that line right there? I don't know how they treat that. It's not a scratch kind of line. It's more like an indentation kind of line. Ooh, so nice. Line right there. Okay, yeah, you've got a line going, you have a line going right here. I'm sorry, I didn't even realize if you guys can see it or not, the screen. There it is. See it? That's too bad. Okay. If you break your hand punching, you're doing it wrong. He could be worse than a 9. He could be an 8. All right, you got a couple of these sexy girl cards. Those are sometimes gradable. When did I put all this aside? This is like 3 hours of card grading. Off center, no good. Off center. Off center. They probably came out of the exact same booster packs. This one's good. All right. Not much to look at on that one. It's a non-hollow. That one's pretty good. These Weiss cards, they're usually pretty easy grades. The centering's the main thing to look for. Is this even worth grading? I mean, it's thin on the bottom anyways. Girlfriend licking boyfriend's nipple. That's what that is. Girlfriend licking boyfriend's nipple. What the hell? Crazy stuff in here. Okay. Just don't send this off to PGS. They give it a 9.5. Clearly off center. Okay. I wouldn't risk it. Slightly off center. What's the point? Same here. Same problem. Thin on the bottom. Thin on the right. Okay. That looks good. Doggy Girl. You just saw Doggy Girl on the table a second ago sell for 100. No. Off centering. Hey, LA, watching this in the future. I don't know if he actually watches these or not. Maybe he does. Let's see. Okay. All right. There is some slide off centering on the back. I think it's still worth testing though for the 10. Off center. Okay. Yeah. All right. We like Squirtle. He's looking good. Nope. I mean, but he's Ogre-Pon. You gonna grade Ogre-Pon? I'm not even gonna grade Ogre-Pon. No, terribly off center on the back. Perrin. All right, so these really, we graded them quite quickly, and they could probably use a second look to off center on the back. That's a poor thing, isn't it? It's actually fat on the bottom. Yeah, this one's off centering too. From here to here, you can also see a problem up here. All right, so this is what we got out of the bag number 2. So all this stuff could be considered to send off to PSA. These are not going to grade well, but they're so nice you would grade them anyways. That's nice. That might be a top choice. All right, these can go into the B bag. No orders in the queue, no orders in the queue. Amazon Prime Day is great, 50% off Uber Eats. If they don't grade the card, do they refund you? for the submission cost of those cards. He hasn't actually paid for me to grade any of these. LA needs work. All right. It's like a half dot up on this corner up here. Mareep. Maybe. Man, it's a real borderline card, but it's Mareep. So do you want Mareep is the question. Meryl. Off center. This one's real close. I'd give that one a shot. Quilava? No. Slowpoke? No. Flaffy? No. Worthworm? Okay. No. Moo Milk? No. I feel like we might as well start grading them like this. Now this one looks really nice. Jigglypuff. Look at these odd corners. Half dot. Full dot. Full dot. One looks good. Dark Kadabra. Fat on the bottom. No dot on the back. Good. Fat on the bottom. You just can't win. Off center on the back. Oh, look at that Dark Vaporeon. That sucks. Hate seeing that go by. Yeah, it's kind of a weak dot right there. Meowth. Okay. I don't like this whole thing up here. I wish the camera could focus on what I'm trying to show you. Too bad. Freaking camera, dude. Nope. White edge. White dot. Which of these don't have white dots, you know? It's all white dots. That's why people gotta respect the 10s, man. That's why the 10s are so expensive. Near impossible, man. Alright. Oh. So this appears to be base set, and it looks good. Off center. Oh, we have an order, guys. All right, I'm going to take care of that, Mr. Jesus Aguilera. This one's pretty close. Fat on the bottom. This corner to this corner is not right. Yeah, let's do off center for my comfort. Off centering. Off centering. Yep. You can see it. Let me show you. You can see it right there. See that? Way to see that rapidly with your eyes by pinching the corner. This one's close, but I mean, look at the top versus the bottom right there. See that? So, centering issue. Chaos Gym, huh? 2 half dots. If it was 1 half dot, I would consider risking it on a good card. If it's a bad card, I don't risk it at all. If it's 2 half dots, I don't risk it. A half dot is a very minuscule dot. That's what it is. Now, of course, the trainer cards look nicer. Yeah, I wouldn't mess with this one, though. Yeah, it's a little fat on the bottom and thin on the top, but this one's pretty close. Okay, this is what we got going on. It's a feature. This show how hard it is to really have a 10 in your hand. Yes. So you got a problem with a little white showing on that edge. Dark Machoke. That's a whole bad corner. That's a dot up there. That's a dot up there. Every corner has a dot. There's a white edge. That's a dot. Okay, this one's looking nicer, but it is off centering top to bottom. Boss's way. Don't bother. Okay. This one's nicer. It's got 2 half dots down the bottom. Can you see that? How far away does it have to be for you to see it? When it's far away, you can't see it. Ooh, it's an Eevee, huh? Nah, I wouldn't bother. See, this dot's too clear. When the dot's this clear, it's just not going to be a 10. Half dots sometimes sneak by. Not two of them. This one's got a bad edge. Yeah, like that's 2 half dots. Oh, it's such a nice card. Off-centering top bottom. 2 half dots and off-centering top to bottom. White edge. What is this? Oh, this is a gift. Slightly off-center, thinner there. So diagonal off-centering. So you can kind of see it right here at the top line to the bottom line. See? Bottom's a bit thinner, but it's only slightly. I actually think he might have a shot. It's a good gift. Oh, this is real borderline. I think the off-centering is going to stop it. Yeah. Oh, that's too bad. Man, that one's real close. That one's pretty close. It's also an uncommon. It's not worth the risk. It's not an uncommon. It's a unlimited rarity. So here's Ting Lu. He's modern. 2 off-center on the back. Isn't that silly? Front's got to be centered. Back's got to be centered. White dot. Oh my gosh. This frost lass, huh? Wait a second. Does it also have print lines or anything? No. So this one may grade 9. Big fat Venusaur. He is fatter on the bottom slightly, but it might be within the range of a 10. Yeah, I'd give him a shot. Odd edge on this one. Skeledirge. He's got a lip right there. Ooh, this one's on the border. Bit off centering going on the back too. Thin on this side compared to this side. It's pretty close. I'd give this one a shot. Way off center. Boss's orders. Bad corner. Some kind of filler card. White dot. Oh, man, that looks so good. But that's like a 7. That'll get you a 7, maybe a 6. That's too bad. Vulpix. Okay, I like Vulpix. It's got 2 half dots. It's going to be like a 9. It could be a nice 9, but it's going to be a 9. So you can go through that bag of 9s, you know, and kind of pick out what you like. That's off. 2 white dots. Snubble. Almost done on this bag, actually, guys. Ooh, that's nice. 1 half dot. I'd send it in. Excalibur, huh? It's close. That one's real close. I'd give it a shot. All right, and then there's a white dot. All right, so there you go. Woo! That took a little while, didn't it? That took a little while. So this is the good stuff. This is the not so good stuff. Okay, we'll say common, uncommon, 9s. Because that's what it is. Common, uncommon, 9s. Mostly. Common, uncommon, 9s. So this helps him identify that the bag is full of stuff that probably won't grade 10. Like this bag here is completed. High value 9s, high value 9s. Just full of probably good stuff, right? Yeah, look at that. Ooh. Although high value is actually debatable. So ooh, those are kind of cool, actually. That's nice. I send it in just because it's... Oh. Yeah, you'd send this in anyways. I get it. So the previous bag was really based on a strict idea of is it a 9 or is it a 10? Whereas this pile I've put together here is... We're going to write 9 on this just so that it doesn't accidentally, mistakenly look like it's going to get 10. Because if it's in this bag that says high value 9s, it's not going to be 10. All right. So there we go. I believe we completed it. I think we're done, Mr. LaFlame. I started putting sleeves on these. I don't know if I'm going to sleeve all these. Here we are. So these are the nice ones. Could be a lot of money wrapped up in these. Perrin, that's not bad. Boobies, boobies, boobies. Don't underestimate boobies. They sell. Boobies do sell. Ghastly 9. Hopefully a 9. Hopefully an 8. Some potential 10s. This one's probably one of your easiest 10s, I bet. This is going to be a Weiss card, so it's probably going to grade 10. So yes, there it is. Mr. A selling any classic collection. Once upon a time, we had a bag where we sold classic 10s, randomly pulled, not classic 10s, classic collection cards, randomly pulled. And that stopped selling, so I took it off the menu, just like the poker cards. Remember the poker cards? And so that's why LaFlame has those, because he used to open them from that container. Is the container near me? I don't even see it anymore. I don't know where it is anymore. Anyways, I decided we don't really need to sell them that way anymore because I would just grade them. Potential 10s. I definitely missed out. Yeah, we sold so many of those in the past. Crazy amounts. Huge amounts. It was one of the hottest items on my menu, actually. All right, what do we have here? Is this all aflame? That's all aflame. I'm going to put this next to it. All right, good. There we have it. Now we can return to the stream. Slab away is cool. It is. It's a nice service. I can see it's 5:20 a.m. in the morning. Jesus Aguilera says 5 History of Z. Yes, sir. Let me get those History of Z's. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 histories. Good, good, good. Okay. Ready? Snipping this. And snipping this as well. And snipping this as well. Alright, good. It was like a year and a half ago. Wasn't that long ago, was it? It's like 1 year ago, I think. Maybe a little less than a year. I mean, I took it off the menu less than a year ago. But it was really crazy about a year and a half ago, is maybe what he means. Bulma, Piccolo Jr. Piccolo Jr. He had babies. Broly. Oops. And Son Goku. Unlimited potential. Whoa! All right. From what I'm seeing here, you did not pull any super huge chase cards in this set, History of Z. I believe there are numbered cards, aren't there? So that is what people are chasing in this set. Okay. Oops. Thank you for that. Back when Mister would say, my pussy hurts. All right. J.E. Where's that? Good. Whoa, that's one fat booty butt bag. Good. Piccolo Jr., like what? They all had kids and they started fighting? Now our children can fight each other. What? Oh, here we have an Andrew A. Martin. 10 to slab away. You got it, Andrew. Slab away. Where's slab away? Here it is. The sun is up. The sun is coming out. I gotta go. I gotta go to bed. 170. Okay, that's up to date. 3 live customs. Oh. 1, 2. Oh, 3. Nice snipe. Nice snipe. Some people never take a risk on these live customs. They just don't want to. Beedrill. I think you're going to like your new Beedrill. It says Beedrill 5 on it. Oh, no. What could that mean? Could it mean you pull this cool guy? Oh. That's pretty good. Legendary Collection Beedrill. Not bad, not bad. Wow. All right, so we are done for the night. That is it. Thank you so much, guys. What a pretty good stream. I thought tonight's stream was a little slow for a Thursday night, Friday morning, but that's okay. We're in the middle of July, one of the slower times of the year, waiting for some new sets to land. So that's what we're doing. And in the meantime, we're just enjoying working on slabs, working on breaks, working on live customs and pokey shuffles and whatever it is that tickles your fancy. So we're having fun, and I'll be back on for the Thursday daytime, or is it Friday? Friday daytime stream? I'll be back on for the Friday daytime stream. I'll see you guys there, okay? You guys have a nice night. See you later, everybody.